Cookie cutters, God gave you a nose to breathe with so you can keep your mouth shut. Welcome to the podcast.
All right, Lenny, I would like you to start this podcast. I would like for you to indulge me, or I'd like to indulge you. I'm not sure grammatically how that goes, but Lenny, although some people wouldn't, a person who shall remain nameless wouldn't want this done. It would be an absolute honor if we can start this podcast by you calling me a total moron. Would you please?
Yeah.
Please. Say, Andrew, you're a total moron.
Andrew, I come to the podcast. I'm training all day. And you used to give me a nice beef brisket from your job and stuff like that. And now you're just a total moron.
Oh, thank you.
See that?
See how easy that is?
Yes. On both ends.
Yeah.
How dare I was to expect that from you. Awesome.
I've probably been called a moron 100 times in my life, but not a total moron. That makes it even more.
Yeah, that's what.
You're not going to tell me you want me off the podcast? I want him off. Get him off.
Well, after my actions over the weekend, he made me feel a little more sane. Mr. G, if you want to split anger management classes, we can go together.
Jesus Christ.
Look, Rob sent me a clip, Mr. G's cross-dressing. Look it up from 11 years ago.
You guys didn't get DM'd that all day?
I saw it.
Yeah.
Nice legs, Mr. G. And I'm serious. I wish I had your calves and quads, but at least we both have done it. I did it at the Delray Misfits Halloween party at Jane Genova's. I cross-dressed too.
You know, when I first watched that video of Palumbo's show, I thought that was an act. I didn't think he was legitimately that angry. I didn't realize. I thought that was just like a tough guy shtick for the show.
I thought that was one of the zombies from The Walking Dead.
Thought it was Phyllis Diller.
That was hilarious.
I spat out my coffee that I was drinking in the morning when you said that, and I was watching it.
When you're, a lot of those young guys don't know Phyllis.
Right.
She come out with the feather boas.
And now when you said you don't have the guts to talk to a transvestite, I fucking lost it.
And that one, the bald Jimmy the Bull, pretending like he doesn't know what a tranny is. Give me a fucking break.
It's old school.
Bullshit. Everybody, come on.
Yeah.
That was total bullshit. No, he couldn't work his computer. That was
So you knew what one was?
Who the fuck doesn't know what a tranny is, Lenny?
This is getting interesting.
This is getting
I know a tranny in my car, transmission, like stuff like
He looks like Bruce from Finding Nemo, the shark with that big... He does, maniacs. Get the memes going. Bruce the Bull.
Total moron! You don't call me a total moron!
That was good.
Get this dead asshole off the show! Dave, I don't want him on the show anymore!
He does better impressions than Genova.
He's almost at the Calora level.
Yeah.
What the fuck
Roxwell
was
did
that?
that too.
And then, you got to after he went on that rant, then they're telling you got to apologize. Fuck him. If he would have said, "Hey, Lenny," if he approached it in a calm manner and said, "Lenny, I saw a clip from Leo's podcast. You called me a total moron. What was that all about?" You probably would have apologized.
I'll tell you what, I'll apologize right now on the behalf of the Maniac. I understand a lot of customers you had from them, and they gave an honest review. And to be honest, that makes me sad. I apologize on behalf of them. But the bottom line is, never underestimate them. And see how easy it was with me and the Prince, Mr. G? And I said it to his face, and he said it to mine.
Yeah, and that's another thing he was saying. I'm saying it to your face right now.
And honestly, in the future,
you're a goddamn Zoom. You're on a computer. It's not to your face.
To be honest, any issues that we had where I might have said the wrong thing, Andrews gave me a call, and that was it. It was a little short talk, and that was it. Didn't go any further.
I can't imagine that. And that guy's, how old is he?
Looks like he's 90.
But he's in his 60s, right?
Yeah.
I think he's probably been called a lot worse than a total moron. Quit acting like you're a wise guy.
Well, hopefully he can call the podcast or whatever, and we can. I mean, I assume I'm being on the show Tuesday.
Well, I heard that he was in control of that particular after-hours show because it's about the cookies. Because Palumbo and him Palumbo has interest in that. He is part of that. His picture I saw on the Instagram. His picture's all over the cookies.
And I want one. I want a jumbo.
It's Palumbo's business too.
And I'd like a jumbo Palumbo cookie. I'm going to be honest.
I think they can make amends by naming a cookie after you.
I agree. And look at the publicity he's getting.
Yeah. You call him a total moron.
I called him a moron, and he wanted to fight because of a cookie.
You called him you called him a total moron, and then he proved you right by acting like one.
Yeah, cookie. Prince Andrew was offering me beef, fine cuts of beef.
That's right.
Like I was saying to Rob today, I said it's very ironic too that you're in a feud with a legit cookie cutter.
That's a good point.
And you know what? You know what else is ironic? That he calls himself Mr. G when the two of you should be Mr. G. If you catch my drift,
I catch it.
Mr. and Mrs.
If you look to
G.
your left.
Oh yeah, there it is, right there, sitting on the table.
Well, I wake up.
These
and
are the
call
real
myself-
Mr. G's right here
Yeah.
at the table.
I wake up and call myself a moron every day. So that's maybe, Mr. G can learn from that. But just a bunch of old men fighting over cookies.
And what's the difference between being called a moron and a total moron?
The total.
I guess everything about him. But again,
Like if someone says, "Hey, you're a moron," okay, no, you're a total moron. All right, now we're fighting. Like,
I liked how Romano was though trying to promote that fight and get.
Well, I wanted
happen.
to. I'm on their side. I mean, I want the word. Is it going to go? I mean, what is obviously something for me to help our channel because we got big plans. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
So I can at least change my training. If not, I'm going to do the Ruby. But I can't be bulking and just a completely different thing. And I really intend to look forward to this challenge. Everyone to see me lighter. Well, you're going to see me lighter if I get a fight.
I
That's
think
for sure.
I think it'll make good, entertaining content too. You doing something other than the fucking Ruby again, like Jason every year with that same shit year after year.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times do you see the same?
head on over to American Top Team in Coconut Creek. You can train with Amanda Nunez.
Well, as long as she gives me scissor holds.
Is she fighting this weekend?
Yeah, 3 championship fights.
Yeah, a lot of my buddies train at Sanford MMA. That's another big one down here.
Where is that?
I don't even know.
But I appreciate on the reaching out to Jacqueline Boying. I hope they can make something happen. That part of the purse. A nice date with the Jacqueline, so she can wear that little green and white outfit. It's a lot of meat there.
It always goes back to that with Palumbo. What's his fascination?
What isn't? That's a fascinating subject. When you take a male to be that hot, that's an art form.
Oh, that's the Brazilian one. They pulled up the picture on the show. Yeah, that's right.
First time I saw her videos, like a serious wood. And her Instagrams are too great. She's walking around with a bunch of teenage boys hanging out all the time, going to restaurants, and she's like twice as big as all of them.
Are the maniacs spamming her Instagram too?
I'm sure they've taken.
Did you do arms today? Your arms look bigger.
I'm bigger overall. And I did shoulders through Robzilla. Come back to the free weights. Just got to stick it out.
Should we call Jay? Jay wants to call in.
Let's do it.
Brad, are you going to behave? You going to be on your best behavior?
See, this is what I like, bringing all the originals back.
Hello? Hello? What do you mean, hello? You're acting like you don't know who this is. What's up? Jay?
Oh my god.
I don't think we're right in the podcast.
You don't have any cigarettes? Yes, you're on the podcast. What's going on?
You'd have to take out his whole rib cage, not just one rib.
Well,
All right, Jay, you're on. What did you want to say?
can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
My number one advice is Lenny should never put on a glove, ever. Because
I think it's going to be MMA style.
that guy is a clown. That guy has a Mr. G problem. That's not a Lenny problem. Lenny come talk to Lenny face to face, and then just let Lenny drop him with bare knuckles. We don't need another boxing match. That's it.
Speak for yourself, Jay.
Okay, Lenny.
No, it's me, Rob. I'm only joking.
Put the mic to you.
It would be great, something to promote and another event to build around. So I see where you're coming from, but and
The guy
it's,
said MMA style anyway.
and it's a good reason for us to try to get Lenny into. Well, Lenny will not try, but we'll get into better shape, cut some weight.
Actually, I have an idea. Why don't you guys film, Rob, why don't you film Lenny taking an IQ test against him?
And then they can have a cookie bake-off.
No. That guy fucked up. I'm basically controlling the minions to ruin that guy.
I appreciate the gesture, Jay. I mean, you're always out doing good, so
Doing good.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, honestly, I'm not
Motherfucking
comfortable about
Teresa.
that part at all.
Yeah, fucking with the guy's livelihood is not cool.
yeah.
But there's no line that it won't cross, so
He stepped in the bear trap.
Right.
you can do.
Yeah.
Or he stepped in the ment trap.
But there's one way out, though. If we get into it and he buries me, we'll have some stipulations, of course.
Total moron. Big deal. Grow up.
Yeah.
Well, that's why when I was watching it at first, I thought it was a shtick. I thought he was just acting. I didn't think any man could actually get that bent out of shape because another man called him a moron. And then, now that I'm finding out it's real, like Rob said, I think...
And it was 10 times worse than you expected, right? When you saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was serious.
Yeah.
He wasn't joking.
Little anger management.
Yeah.
I've never had anybody blow up on me like that. Of course, he wasn't in person. It wasn't in person, but to blow up on me like that,
Talk about oversensitive, man. Oh shit.
it's like you're a business owner. What do they think? You got some psycho mixing the stuff? You're worse. You're his worst enemy for business.
I can't hear what the other fellows are saying. I can only hear you, Andrew.
Okay, I'll hold the phone out from now on when they speak.
How about the bearded fellow to Andrew's right? What's he saying?
Loud and ridiculous and loud.
What, Jay?
Loud in the city.
All right, Jay, anything else on your mind?
Yeah, I just think that I'm really proud of Big Grand Wolf for calling those guys fucking Goombas. That's what they are.
Took a lot of guts. They're all connected, they say.
If they were connected, they wouldn't say they're connected.
Right.
That's total horseshit.
Nor would he have acted like that.
Right.
He wouldn't have he'd be cool, calm, and then you do something behind the scenes.
Jay, not to sound like a cookie cutter, but happy 52nd birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Jay.
Thank you, Lenny and Rob. I hear you in the background.
Brad?
I want some Halo testing, you fucking cookie cutters.
Will you be doing us a favor? Because we're not going to have a liver if we keep taking it.
That's very liver toxic.
Very liver
My
toxic.
liver is tougher than Rocciano.
Your liver is tougher than those steaks Brad burned.
Is it oral? The what? What'd you say?
I said Jay's liver is tougher than those steaks Brad burned.
Yeah, right. You guys ate every bit of it.
It was good.
It was good, actually.
It was really good.
Great, yeah.
It was.
I saved those fucking
I
things.
thought about it.
Because they were rare on the inside.
Yeah.
I would use one now.
There wasn't a
Damn good.
There
I don't-
wasn't a piece left on your plate.
I haven't had grill in a while. I've been doing the pan frying because that's what all the
That's how you're supposed to
Yeah.
cook a ribeye.
That was great.
With some butter, garlic, in a pan, in a cast iron pan. But there's too many. I couldn't fucking sit there and do that.
Hey, Jay, next time you're in town, we should have an experiment with those since you already got a big bench. See how much you can add on your bench in one workout with those.
No, I want 42 of them. One a day for 6 weeks.
Well, we can't talk about that on a public podcast.
Anyway, I need to go inside and get some smoked chokies.
Cigarette time, right?
Find yourself a nice black little lot lizard, 110-pound cracked out. Roll around with her in the cab and shotgun each other them cigarettes.
What, Jay?
I'm going to buy myself a nice little brown tile. And fuck them in the ass.
Oh my fucking god!
All right, Jay, go get some smokes. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah,
That went as expected.
he won't remember that conversation at all.
I think initially, once the alcohol hits him, he can get a little out of it. Then he's gone. Got time for nap time.
Well, didn't he tell you in that 7-hour live he did? He doesn't remember like the whole,
A lot of it.
like the last
Yeah.
3 fucking hours of it.
I don't think
I
the
talk-
people watching it remembered either. 7 hours.
Longer than WrestleMania.
I think people went to sleep, woke up, and he was still going. That's a quarter of a day he went. Think about that.
I couldn't do that without an 8-ball.
Yeah, it's crazy that you could drink that much in that many hours and not pass out.
Well, it's easy when you repeat the same thing over and over for 45 minutes, too. You know,
true.
like he was doing, like a broken record.
When is the next after hours?
It's usually I get a text. I'll be honest, I missed a few, but I get a text about 12:30 that says we're on at 12:45 Tuesday, and it's pretty consistent. It's my fault that I missed a few.
12:45 in the
It's always
in
extended
the afternoon.
on Tuesday.
Yeah, somebody messaged me saying, "Oh, I think Dave was a part of that. He was pretty clever with the
I don't think so.
with the title." I'm like, they record that
Yeah.
in the early afternoon. He doesn't post it till nighttime.
And the funny part when they were talking, when Meow Man brought the question about the cookies, then they referred to Brad. Brad's like blowing out a big joint out of his mouth. That guy looks like he's stoned out of his mind.
I think that was the night I was drinking and smoking on that podcast.
Who is that? I should say, yeah, you don't remember in your studio.
Who was the guy? Not Valentino, not Romano. There was another guy.
Jimmy the Bull, the bald-headed guy?
Yeah.
The one that pretended like he didn't know what a tranny.
Yes.
First, I saw him in Muscular Development. He was enormous, hard and strong as they come. I'm talking about he would do 300-pound skull crushers, curl 150-pound dumbbells for 10. He was a freaking animal. He's an ex-Marine, and he's also into the martial arts and stuff. But he also plays classical piano, surprisingly. But he would do an assisted bench where he'd have a spotter and sort of load the bar up at 900 or 1,000 pounds on a bench press. And the guy would spot, and the guy doing it would make it look like it's not even helping. And a couple guys, him and Eric Klein, who was also from that era, used to go around the country doing those, they call it assisted bench, which there's some trickery to it because you can lift a lot of weight from that position. And if you could make it look effortless.
On a regular bench press, not a Smith machine, a regular bench press.
Yeah. But yeah, the Iron Bull, very freaky, very dense.
All those accolades, and he can't even work an iPad?
Yeah, he's a regular blue-collar guy now. It's got to admire the guy.
Did he compete?
Never did bodybuilding, never did power. He was a gym lifter.
Okay.
And a strong one at that. 315-pound barbell curls. You're going to cheat a little bit, but just getting that weight up.
Where is this Mr. G? Where does he live?
He's up in New York. He was a lot bigger. He 22-inch arms. And if you see that cross-dresser video, look at his legs and his calf.
Yeah, his arms were big in those
Oh,
videos.
he's a big dude. And he's obviously great endurance.
Those were from 2009, I saw.
Does he have a channel?
I thought he lived in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Well, he wrestled midgets. He wrestled Oompa Loompas, right?
Yeah.
He wrestled midgets? Like literally? Yeah.
And I guess they weren't following the script, and he got a little mad, and he had to jump off on the top rope and mess him up.
Like sanctioned wrestling events? Or like
Yeah, it's like a WWE style, but, when they get out of hand, they says you got to shoot on people, which is make it real so you don't mess up the outcome. Or you give a guy a receipt. He gives you a cheap shot, and you give him one back. Because when I went to wrestling school with Exotic Adrian Street in 95 up in Gulf Breeze, Florida, he told me the worst part about wrestling is you're going to have to do is you're going to have to shoot. Because you do independent matches, guys don't want to follow the script. You're going to take matters into your own hands. The guys try to hurt you because you can't put up with that shit.
Yeah, you said that you didn't put that in the video when he talked about him going to wrestling school and what your name was.
Leo Canaro.
Leo.
You can look up Exotic Adrian Street. He's still alive right now. Miss Linda, she dressed up like a dominatrix.
Why did he name you Leo Canaro, or did you have...
Because I said I looked like Primo Canaro, who was an Italian boxer, I believe, in the 30s. And he had acromegaly, the Andre the Giant syndrome. He's a big, goofy guy. And he gave me an outfit. And I had like an Italian flag on it. Go figure.
No shit.
Yeah.
Is there any footage of that anywhere? Do you have
No. Well,
do you have any
he has
pictures?
demo tapes, VHS and stuff. But I did break a kid's collarbone in the school because, you're doing a shoulder block. I threw him into the ropes, and I did a flying shoulder block. And the kid was like 185. He called himself the Dream Warrior.
And what?
Tom Cruise or someone in the ring. And I gave him a shoulder, knocked him down, and separated his shoulder. They took him to the hospital, and he went home. But Miss Linda, who was Adrian Street's valet, the guy that ran the school, she would come over and do the laundry and stuff because he used to rent apartments out for the wrestlers, $10 a day. And the school was only $1,000. It was dirt cheap, and he was very thorough. He'd spend the whole day with me.
What year was that?
1995. I took a bus up there, Greyhound.
Where was this?
Gulf Breeze. Near Mobile, Alabama. Near Panama City, too.
Okay, yeah, up in the Panhandle.
Yeah. So Adrian, he's from England. He'd sit there and he'd say, "Hey, Lenny," he goes, "You like my wife, Linda, don't you?" I said, "Yeah, I liked her from the magazines or outfits." He'd say, "Hey, Linda, come here," and she's busy doing housework, real quiet. "Come here, Linda. Lenny here says he wants you to have sex with him. Are you game?" And she's all embarrassed. "Adrian, stop it." I said, "Yeah, I'm game." And he started laughing. She's like, real embarrassed. But check her out. She's pretty hot.
What were you weighing at the time?
I was a natural 300, 310.
Okay.
Kind of fat.
But you had better mobility, obviously.
Yeah, 25 years old.
What was your finishing move in the ring? Or what would have been it?
Probably the flying shoulder block. But I got beat up. I mean, I'll say this. 1 week of that was worse than 1 week of high school football, 2-a-days, because you had to absorb shit. And he had
those mats aren't like falling on a mattress.
And he had a garage where he had the ring in. There was just a slim piece of carpeting over concrete. And the ring was like, I don't know what the hell that was. It wasn't even a real ring. It was like 2 pieces of carpeting over the carpet. So took a bump, and I was able to flip forward and do a lot of stuff because he said, you tuck your chin to your chest on your way down. You bang your head on the thing, you get a concussion, which I did.
How long were you there?
2 weeks. I got a diploma. Then he wanted to ship me out to Japan immediately. I said, no, I want to get bigger. Then I joined a commercial gym, quit playing around in the home gyms and started to get serious. And I fell in love with lifting. Then I met Andrew a short time later, and I just kept thinking I would just train and be humongous, and then we'll go in. But missed a couple key opportunities where promoters had extended an olive branch, and we were just so into the lifting at the time because we were making gains every workout, that age.
You didn't think you could have mmade gains if you started wrestling?
No, be on the road.
Yeah.
You got to have the physique. And again, I didn't do the right things.
Is that guy still alive, Adrian Street?
Yeah, great shape. And he said he'd only take injectable Winstrol. That's it. His whole career. He wasn't big.
I wonder if you could reach out to him and find those tapes.
He still does. He shaved bald head now.
That's the next project for the
That
Maniacs.
guy was intense. He was short. He came out basically as a cross-dresser, but he was intense. He had a squat machine. I mean, he would go to failure. Very intense.
Was he in the WWF?
No, he was in Mid-South, Florida wrestling. Started off in England when they brought the Beatles, when they first became famous, and they got backstage, and he's like, they brought these guys back. He goes, I thought they were a bunch of sissies.
There's one pro wrestler you could have wrestled. Who would you want it to have been? Anyone?
Probably Hulk Hogan. You wrestle Hogan, you're getting some kind of payday. But the way it is now, they got all these rules. You got women traveling with men. You got to watch what you say. I mean, those guys, any woman, and they liked it because we actually had a girl in the school who was a black girl, overweight.
How many people?
She was trained to be a manager.
How many people were in the school?
At the most, we had 4. There was like 6 rooms. Everybody their own room. There was a girl that was there 2 days when I was there. She was black and overweight. She's going. Everybody's knocking on her door asking wanted a blowjob.
Did you take one?
No, she left it when I finally got the news she was doing that. Yeah.
Who is it?
exactly. Sucking everybody off. And Adrian knew it. He's laughing.
Now, did anybody that you went to that school with, did they become wrestlers or?
No, but I checked out Dean Malenko's school later in Tampa, try to get the connections, and I saw Kurgan. He also had acromegaly. He was training there with Dean Malenko.
Is it acromegaly or acromegalia?
Could be acromegaly.
I think it's acromegalia.
Yeah.
With the overactive pituitary, you get the Andre
Too
the
much
Giant.
GH.
Yeah.
And I think I got some of the looks too. I'm starting to.
You can tell by looking at the eyebrow bones. You'll see a lot of these 7-foot NBA players. They'll have the huge, oversized eyebrow bones. That's
Yeah.
the acromegalia.
Or the
like
unibrow, like the guy with the Lakers.
Yeah, Anthony Davis,
Yeah.
like the George Murasands. You remember him from Romania?
Yes.
He had a horrible case of acromegaly.
And they were doing that without a doubt.
Yeah.
I would think it was aesthetic to trying to get the contract. Or Robert Wadlow, look him up. That guy, 24 years old, is almost 8 feet tall. Robert Wadlow.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, from
Yeah,
the
on
old,
the
the
30s,
old Guinness
yeah.
Book of World Records. I remember that name from when I was a kid.
God,
Yep.
is he giant
Yep.
size? Good
Yep.
Lord, almost 8.
He had the glasses, right?
Yeah.
I remember him.
But he always had a nice tailor-made suit made
Yep.
for him. I mean, he stood out in the crowd. What a freak. I mean, he was ridiculous.
You did wrestling school too, Rob, didn't you, for a little bit?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I think I talked about it enough on episodes.
I heard you disrespected a man that was an established veteran.
Yeah, I don't want to say that because it might tick some people off.
Off
I don't
camera.
need any
Off
help
camera,
with
bro.
that. I'd say let's just say this for all the veterans out there. I regret this now looking back, but I was young and I was young and a little crazy. I told the veteran that I was going to light his American flag on fire and use it to light my joint.
Was it? Can I name a name?
That was in wrestling school?
Yeah. Well, the guy was like 55 years old and in school, and he was just acting like he ran the show, like the whole rookie gimmick, like, do this, kid, do that, kid. So I said, you're fucking 55 in wrestling school. Give it up. Make room for the people who actually have potential. And he snapped. And I said, fuck you. I'll take your American flag and light it and use it to...
What was he, like a hacksaw Jim Duggan wannabe?
like a Sergeant Slaughter with the darker skin.
Yeah, there was actually guest wrestlers that came to Adrian's school. Guy had an American flag jacket. Anytime he grabs a flag and goes out to a fake wrestling match, it's a cookie cutter.
Come on. I mean, to all you veterans out there, sorry, but at the same time, isn't it wrestling? That would have been one hell of a promo to build a match.
Anyone too warm? Be honest.
No.
Not because nothing to do with the house, maybe because of the substances in my body.
All you gotta do is open that window.
It is open. Yeah, I was hoping it'd cool the.
Well, there's a lot of beef in this room. You figure there's almost a half a ton of beef in this room.
Yeah, it's on that side of the table.
You're done trying to get into wrestling? Or do you have any?
I don't know. I just...
Hell, if Lawrence Taylor and Mike Tyson can be in the WWE Hall of Fame, so can we. Brad, if you're a wrestler, I'd name you Bradford Beefcake.
Trimming shears and cutting
No,
people's head
a
off?
cigar and some leather. Like you got in your closet in your house.
No, his shtick would be perfect as a mailman.
Yeah.
You know, like the Mountie, they all have these like side professions.
Yeah.
He can walk into the ring, with the mail mail bag and like pull an object out of it
Yeah.
and beat his opponent.
Finishing move, the circular.
Or he would be Bradford Crowley.
Yeah.
The overnight delivery.
Brad, you want to talk about this satanic weekend you had that on your Instagrams?
Satanic shit. You fucking jack.
You had twinks with hanging objects. It was demonic. It looked like I was in hell.
At the freak show, a sideshow freak show, whatever.
That's a little politically incorrect. There's handicapped people.
They call it a freak show. That's what
Who's they?
The promoters, the people that put on the show, a
That
freak
explains
show.
it. That's all. They.
You want to see a real freak
Such
show?
a jack. Will you stop with that stupid shit? You know what I'm talking about, you
No, I don't.
fucking moron.
You said they. I want to know.
they, the people that run the show. Those.
Who are they? I thought you ran the show. Because when I go somewhere, I run the show.
Brad, it's,
Yeah, okay.
it's,
So they run the show. They tell you what to do like a marionette.
it's total moron, not fucking moron.
Yeah,
So you know.
fucking total moron.
Get off the
Say
show.
it. Say it right.
Andrew, get him off. I want
friends.
him off. I want him off. You want to see a real freak show?
suck dicks. You suck dicks.
Yeah, like when I stand over his unconscious body, I'm going to say the dick sucker just beat you. Suck mine.
No, it's a freak show.
You know
That
what you
comes
do?
once a year.
Wait, when he's laying on the ground unconscious, you say, "That's how the cookie crumbles." You like that?
Yeah, I want to do it. I want to get in shape, do something different, prove them wrong. And I like the bulletin board material. Lenny wouldn't even get one punch in, not one punch.
Who said that?
Dave.
Palumbo said that?
Yeah. He says, I would not want Mr. G coming after me.
Oh, quit.
Well, no wonder. You're about 110 pounds and frail. You don't want anyone coming after you.
Yeah, anybody that sees Dave in person would never want to be a bodybuilder. If that's what your body looks like after.
Yeah, like a decrepit lizard.
Now, can we get more into that night of demonism?
He's not going to let it go,
Did you
Brad.
see
So just address
Did
it.
you see the Instagram stories? So you saw most of the performers. You saw them, right?
Most of them.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
He had some fake weights at the second point.
Probably, but he hooked up the half a man.
Yeah.
Who's they said weighed 80 pounds, and he lifted him with those things in his eye socket.
Mark Lopiner.
The guy with no legs.
Why
no
would you
bottom
do
half.
that? Rip your eyes out for a bunch of...
He didn't rip them out.
Yeah.
That's they perform. He had these big fucking metal like corkscrew things that he put through his nose.
Oh,
and
that's
they
real
came
smart.
Out of his mouth. He was putting things through.
How
his
does
arm.
somebody realize that they had that as a talent? Did they wake up one day and say, "You know what? I'm going to try something," and they
I put a
realize?
door through my arm. I didn't get paid for it.
Is that what that bruises?
Damn, that's a big
Oh.
bruise. How did you hit? Did that happen when your arm went through it?
Yeah, I went through a few times. In and
Were you
out. in and out.
Were you elbowing or punching
I gave it a little bit of everything.
like a gorilla?
It was like if you were playing a UFC video game and just pressed all the buttons at once.
Well, I texted Rob the clip of Rampage smashing the door on a set of TUF afterwards.
I wish I saw that before because that was inspiring, one, and it made me realize I didn't do it properly.
Rampage used his forearm and his elbow.
Good
Yeah.
thing they make these doors like shit.
Well,
If that was a solid wood door, you wouldn't have done that.
no, my arm would be in a sling. But my knuckles are getting pretty tough because I'm having such road rage down here. Or you could put an I where the A is. It's probably similar. That I punched the what's the thing called next to you in your car seat?
The center console?
The center console. I beat the crap out of that thing.
You also put a dent in that new car.
Yeah.
Just don't do what Jason did and bite a chunk out of the steering wheel.
I was driving down Delray and I was
Or Jay.
You know that story,
shattering
right?
The rear glass of the Subaru. What is these guys just self-destroying their cars? What's up with this?
I was driving down Atlantic and I had to be somewhere that I didn't want to be and I was late and rushing. I'm just looking at everyone waddling around, licking ice cream cones.
Leisurely stroll.
Happy as I'm in a
The
rush.
beautiful people of Delray.
Yeah, just looking
The
around.
elites.
Oh, look at this place must be new. Ooh, this is new. I haven't seen this before. I just wanted to kill somebody, so I took it out on a car door. I think I have a fetish for beating up inanimate objects. I don't know.
You need a heavy bag.
Yeah.
Heavy bag.
I need a heavy bag of powder. That's what I need.
Why, that settles you down? It has the opposite effect, or what?
No, I'm just playing. I
heavy bag.
I have a heavy bag of green stuff here if you want.
So, Brad, anything else to say about the freak show? What about the event, the post-freak show event?
Here we
The
go.
fetish party.
Really?
Yes. And
What's
that
the name of the place?
That was not planned. It does. I don't know the name.
How'd you find out about it?
We knew somebody that was already in there.
someone will remain nameless.
Yes. The other couple we were with.
Do they go to those things regularly, the other couple?
No. And it was only a couple doors down from where the freak show was. So you have to,
planned.
when you go in, you can't. I didn't realize what I was signing when I went in, but I did that one clip at the bar, and then I was told you can't take pictures or video. Nobody had phones or cameras or nothing in there. You should have seen those fucking leather costumes. Holy
GoPro.
shit! You would. It was fucking hysterical. It was just.
Would they look like the Leatherman from the Village People kind of deal?
You may have had the mask on or with the
Full.
oxygen.
Full there was two. I don't know if they were men or women, but I think they were women because it had the leather with the tits, and then it had a fucking a fucking dildo too. It was all part of the suit. There was one guy that had a nurse, like an old-fashioned nurse leather uniform on. It was all white, like a white dress, and then a red fucking leather hat. And there was another woman with some demonic leather mask on the stage, beating the shit out of a guy that was tied up. There was another girl that was all tied up.
She was suspended.
And not she was kind. It was I don't know what was underneath her, but she was strapped to something, and this guy was pouring hot wax all over her. Oh, it was fucking.
We don't even see much of that. Well, we did a little bit, but not to that extent at the trap.
It was pretty wild.
So when are we going to go as the Misfits?
I don't know. I'll find out when the next one is.
Maybe when Kevin comes down.
Is it an actual fetish club?
Yeah.
By
Okay,
the
so
way,
it's open every weekend.
Kevin
I
from
don't know if
Boston
it's
will be
I don't
around
know if they do
April
it.
9th.
I'm not sure.
Kevin from Boston, Kevin Herrera.
Never heard of her.
He'll be coming down April 9th. He wants to take us all out.
He was supposed to come
He'll
down
be there
with,
for the weekend.
He was supposed to come down with Kalora.
Well, Andrew's coming to the Olympia.
Oh, that the one you told me about?
Yeah, Kalora,
Yeah,
and
so
Kalora
maybe-
can't come down
Yeah,
for
but he'll be
whatever
on for the Olympia, so maybe we could have him take us out.
The Olympia's in October, right?
Yeah, we definitely be back. But right now, me and Rob are looking to go to Vegas for a few weeks, and then going to
beautiful
Canada,
right now.
and then coming back and doing the Ruby and doing the
They're not
Olympia.
going to fucking Canada. They're not even letting people in, I don't think.
Yes, they
You
are.
have to go into quarantine and shit.
No, you can go. There's ways.
No, you got to quarantine. Yeah, because Bruno had a quarantine for 14 days.
And if
That's
you're,
all right.
I think if you're just going there on leisure, you got to fucking go and
Going on business. That's the war going on.
Yes.
That's tentatively what's going on.
talk to Aladdin. He'll tell you what.
Maybe we can have Kevin take us to that fetish place.
I'll find out when the next one. I don't know if they do it every weekend or not, but it was pretty fucking busy.
A lot of tans there.
There was a few.
And
There was
trans.
probably. I don't. I couldn't
Yeah.
tell.
Was it like full out sex going on, everything? Or it's more.
No,
people
I didn't
doing
see anybody
weird-
fuck.
Was there naked like genitals of male or females going on?
No, but they were wearing, the leather outfits where their ass and tits are hanging out.
And
Well,
doing what?
I still have the leather outfit in
They were
storage. I'm
playing
willing
a
to put it
fucking
on.
electric music shit.
Well,
and
like, it's
people are
just a club,
dancing.
everybody's dressed
so
up.
There's a bar.
There's no like sexual activity going on, really.
Probably. Just,
Did you get turned on?
no.
That was a yes.
He hesitated.
Yeah,
Did you get a chance to?
I was pretty hammered. It would have been better to take something else. Let's
something
just
that
let's
works.
just say
Let's
that.
just say something that was worked better.
Right. But Valerie's like, holy shit. She's like, Lenny would fucking love this place.
Wow.
She was thinking
You
about
wouldn't have
Lenny.
left.
That's a Freudian slip there too.
No, we just infiltrated.
maybe-
We just infiltrated.
I'll wear my leather suit.
We went out
Yes.
of our comfort zone.
Okay, it's fair enough. How about this? I'll get the leather suit. I got the mask and all that.
Have you tried that on?
No, I have it in storage. Though. It's still ready to go. How about you suspend me and Valerie can take the whip to me?
If the thing will hold you.
I still have that gas mask bong if you want it. remember that thing?
Yeah, last time I ended up sleeping in my car in a parking lot after that thing, so no thank you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
slept across the
Yep.
street. I'll find out, but you can't film it in there. That's part of what when you sign a waiver when you go in.
Who said?
That's what GoPros are for.
Well, not only that, it was too dark anyway.
That's what night vision is for. There's a way around everything. Which is one of the things, Rob, why you started the Patreon is so, because I know there are things, wireless mics. There are a lot of things that you guys can benefit from because you guys have a lot of plans. We've all talked about stuff you want to film. And I'll let Rob talk a little more about that.
Yeah, you launched the Patreon, last night?
Last night, yeah.
How do they find it?
Patreon.com.
They.
Maniacs. Patreon.com/Big Lenny Show. So as of right now, I didn't want to make people think like, we're going to only upload certain content on there. So right now it's all donation based. But I guess, if we film something that YouTube's not going to approve on, we'll throw it up there for members only. But basically, everybody wants men's, and having the stress of, reality kind of deters from that. So this will give us a way to be able to really focus on this even more than we are right now. And I'm proving to the Maniacs that I can provide the content, daily content, consistent content, and that's what they want, and that's what we'll continue to do regardless. But we appreciate any help. We already got a bunch of people signed up, and we appreciate it. Lenny, you want to thank them?
So there's no paywall right now, just to be clear.
There's I couldn't figure out how to set it up where there's just a button to donate. It's
Okay.
all monthly, so I did 3 levels, so they can choose between like $5 a month, $10 or $20, whatever they want to do. And most of the people are actually taking the 10 or 20, which is very generous. So
Again, I want to thank Prince, Palms, and Adam for the technical support. They're all a part of it, Brad, and you're going to get a lot of good stuff because a lot of things that you can't really do and put on there, and the things that a little off color. And I plan on taking risks. It's all about living and dying for the Mets because you're going to see truth. You're not going to see the news version, watered down propaganda.
And on there, you can do live chats.
yeah, you can do exclusive lives and stuff like that, which we'll get into.
So the different tiers, if they pay more,
Yeah,
they get
but
more.
I don't maybe we will do some of that, but I don't want, someone who's sitting home completely broke. I don't want them to miss out on anything, which, people who do pay more, they do deserve a little extra. So we'll find that balance. But for right now, I didn't want anyone to feel like they're going to miss out because they can't afford to pay or whatever. So, but yeah, people want us to take trips, Thailand, Vegas, do all this stuff. This is something that'll help make that possible.
Right, because there's a lot of people that'll, DM you, offering you this, that, and the other thing, and then...
Right, I got to work a job. I mean, people don't realize some days when I go pick up Lenny up to train and film, some days I got fucking $14 in my bank account, So it's like this just will allow us... We're not trying to live like Cali Muscle and buy Hellcats, but,
I wouldn't be caught dead in one, honestly. Honestly, if I had the extra money, it'd be going towards a water ionizer for the house, a mold-free home, brand new, different kind of home-cooked food, the finest recuperation devices, a nice top-of-the-line bed, things that's going to extend my health and my career. I'm more involved in that than the cookie cutter, the flash and this and that people get so wrapped up in. Invest in yourself, maniacs. Each and every one of you is important. You leave a contribution on this life, and those that have done the book cameos with me, I apologize. I'm having some technical difficulties with my phone, but I promise to get them out.
And by the way, with book cameo, if anyone wants Lenny to call them a total moron, all you got to do is request it on book cameo.
I know it doesn't get any worse than that, does it?
Yep.
Yeah, good.
But in the spirit of improving content, give
plus-
us DMs. Let us know. We're going to keep with the reality of it, but what scenario do you want to see us in or
I
film
think the
in?
wireless mics would be good because when you go through the store and you're filming behind
absolutely.
them with the fucking mask on, half the shit, you can't hear what the fuck you're saying. It's muffled.
Masks are coming off.
If you have one of those mics, you'll be able to hear it.
I have an idea for a video at the beach. I thought of it yesterday. You guys go to the beach and you bury Lenny in the sand, and the only thing you leave exposed is his belly. And you have someone standing there filming, and you, Rob, you point, you go, hey, call people over, go, what is that thing? Do you know what that is? Is that like some weird sea urchin that washed up on shore?
Actually, you should put stakes in the ground with the little rope, like they do with the
rope
sea
it
turtles.
off. Yes, like they do with the sea turtle nest, exactly. And then just have Lenny emerge out of the sand.
Yeah. Or put
in his
one of
posing trunks.
Right, just his protruding belly out of the sand. And come here, do you know what this thing is?
Well, you got to have his head up, so you might want to put like a chair or something over his head.
Exactly. Put it
Towel.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
How about him laying like right where the ocean breaks, where there's like a little bit of water with one of those mermaid leg suits on? And I'm doing a
great.
photo shoot, and someone else can film the reactions.
It's great. And like talk with a fake French accent. It's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, turn to the left. Yeah, that'd be great.
Or him just modeling with a bathing suit on, a bikini, just in the water with like that.
Well, I got two pairs of posing trunks, and I'm not in shape. I'm willing to strut around downtown Atlantic and the beach in those posing trunks, and they're very skimpy right now.
Oh, you can. I had to go do part of a beach route today, and I drove down A1A, and there's thongs everywhere.
Wow.
There's a lot of talent down in Delray.
And me and Rob were going downtown Lake Worth. There's a bunch of 90-year-olds at a sidewalk cafe thinking we're going to get some
Lake Worth
footage.
Lake Worth
it does.
stinks.
Like worth.
I just feel bad. Rob's
Lake
running a lot of
Worthless is
mileage
right.
in to get to these locations.
It's all right. I enjoy it too.
You guys are looking for a place too, right? I saw you post that. What was that? Was that to buy?
Oh no! I just took a random snapshot just of the listings so that
Realistically, though, if we're traveling, which we plan to do, that would more than likely, if it happens, end up towards the end of the year. Because lads are training for the Canadian Championships, and that moved back to August. And good opportunity.
So you don't want to get a place and then go travel, because why pay rent on a place you're not at?
Right.
Well, another option too, though, is always Airbnbs are nice because you don't have to do security deposit, all that nonsense.
Hey, buy a fucking Winnebago and park it on the side of my garage.
Imagine you coming home after a long, hard day's of work and you got to deal with us too.
What would I
He's
have
going to be dealing with the bully. The bully will be sleeping
what would
in there.
what would I have to
We're going to smuggle the bully.
What would I have to deal with? You
I
got
don't
your motorhome on the side. You get a new one. They're nice. There's some fucking nice ones.
Yeah. Efficient living's where it's at. If you're going to travel, on the job traveling.
You can plug right into the fucking. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I was looking out for.
Yeah, option.
I was looking out for you,
Great.
thinking.
Well, no, you're not living in my house. Outside's fine.
Can Butcher spend the night with us?
Sure.
All right.
Is Butcher going to get meaner and change his attitude as he get older, where he's going to be a threat?
I don't think so. He's a sweetheart, that dog.
Okay.
But we are going to get him snipped, so.
Did he try to have sexual relations with the other one?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I think he looks at her like his sister.
How old is
mom
he?
Or something. He's 7 months.
I think he's too young.
7 months.
I don't think he's got the.
Oh, his
test.
little lipstick comes out.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Gets a little stiffy.
Yeah, he'll hump the air.
What did you refer to that as dog
it looks
genitalia?
like a fucking lipstick coming out. You've seen a fucking.
So is that what you have on your chin right now? Brad, that was really.
What?
You're making me uncomfortable.
Oh
Nah,
my
I get it.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
there's a certain someone masturbating with his lipstick right there.
I heard, I forget whoever said this, in prison some guys they'll masturbate and put like paint their fingernails and look down and get off that way.
Someone told me in middle school they would sit on one of their hands so that it goes numb, and then they call it the stranger.
That was a Dave Chappelle bit.
Oh, okay.
That was in the Chappelle
It would
show.
only stay numb for like what 10 seconds. You got to work real quick. I mean,
The stranger. It'll be pretty hard up. The stranger. Sit on your hand. People are calling me sick.
I never did it. Well, I definitely tried it once or twice when I was 12.
It's just like getting pissed in your mouth.
I should have done that after my shoulder surgery when I had the nerve block.
Yeah, you should have.
They inject that into your neck, so for 24 hours, your whole right arm, right down to your fingers, is numb, so you don't feel any pain.
Dale's injecting his right hand with Novocaine as we speak.
For that graveyard shift. I didn't know he worked that.
Oh, really?
He tells me he's like one of the top people in the company. He's probably pushing a broom around, cleaning out metal scraps.
Well, he had a video not too long ago where he's got a gym in there that he.
Yeah, I
says
saw
he
that. It's
built
nice.
The gym. Yeah.
Well, of course he's going to say that. It's Dale. I mean,
He says he built the African American Museum too.
Have you heard from him at all or no?
I see pictures. I mean, unless he's trying to keep everything a secret, but
Dale built the Roman Colosseum when both of his arms were in slings after his accident. That's how
The
good he
only
is.
thing Dale built is a tolerance to chewing tobacco.
did you catch the Boston Lloyd interview on Leo where they talk about Cornelius beating him in a contest, which Dale has told us 1,000 times, but Boston Lloyd said when he saw his competitor was Cornelius, he was the only other one out there. He's like, there ain't no way in hell this clown is beating me. And then he said he looked like a meat grinder. He goes, and then they say he won. And he's like, I'm like, what the fuck? How did this guy beat me?
Boston said that about Cornelius. How tall is Boston Lloyd?
6'1", 6'2".
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
tall.
got height.
Yeah. He actually looks exactly like this. The beard now.
Actually, you're kind of right.
He had a great
Yeah.
show on with Leo and another guest from Canada. Very informative. A must see.
When's the next one with Leo for you?
I don't know. I'm just waiting on his text.
Oh, okay. I think he went on Dave's show too.
Yeah, he'll be on. He's on today, actually.
They filmed it yesterday, right?
Yeah, he'll be on soon.
He gave me a little inside scoop on that. That's going to be good.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Donkey Kong Fitness Jane is not coming on the podcast. I have asked. It's not happening.
Jason called me today.
She wouldn't be able to sit here for more than 10 minutes.
No.
What do you say?
Without trying to get in your pants, Brad.
I love that video of her in Vegas doing the robot, or no, doing the impersonating of
The thumbs.
Adam Harper?
That
Yeah.
was hysterical.
I'm going to piss myself.
And I like when I tell her what happened and Jason starts laughing.
Was he smoking some sort of weed pen out there?
No.
He was hitting some pen when he was at the gym with you guys. And you could tell they
Jason?
were both super giggly.
Was he?
I think
I
so.
don't remember. I don't think we had any pens because we went to the dispensary.
Yeah.
Jay ate all those edibles.
And they decided to take him to the Hoover Dam 100 degrees.
What was it? Crybaby Kush?
Here we go.
Can we get a wow from you guys? Brad?
He did it.
Come on.
Don't instigate. Come on.
I see it's the healing process is well underway, so I'm
There's no
glad
healing
to
to
hear
be
it.
done.
You proud, Lenny?
Yeah, feels good. I miss the old days altogether. Everybody.
I only said that because he was real bitchy and whiny on the car ride there. But with
He
the-
was bitchy and whiny the entire fucking time we were there.
Well, I think it's a result of high tests with no estrogen
He was on
blockers.
a lot of trend.
Yeah, the trend.
And so was I. I was miserable.
Jay wanted to
Yeah.
spend a Vegas trip hanging out at the pool, drinking with me and Brad, and it never happened. And he got a
That's
little upset.
understandable.
Yeah.
I mean, his size, how hot it is out there. I'd be whining and bitching too.
Well, that's why I declined. I knew what I was in for.
And then you throw the pot on top of it because that makes you even more drowsy and just not wanting to do anything.
Brad, again, I hate to rehash it, but why would you insist we go to the Hoover?
I didn't insist. I asked everybody if they wanted to do something.
What, of all
we
things, would you want to see a relic like that? With all the girls, all the trannies.
Nobody complained except for Jay.
I love when I called you that morning and I told you where we were going and I asked you if you want to come and you go, I'm not going to a fucking landfill. And you hung up. That was it.
That must have been a great time, though. It'd be nice to go and see all these different
Girls and fucking bunch of cement.
Yeah, that's where we want to go. That's okay. You do your thing. Give a shit. Too bad that Las Vegas lounge is closed, though. Before you go out there, I'll message Greg and see if
It'll be open again.
He's got to know of places.
Yeah, I'll message Greg and find out. I'll give you his number too when you go out there.
Good. It should be nice and cool, right?
Oh yeah.
March in Vegas.
Don't go after May though. Once you get into early May, it starts to get hot.
I've been out there beginning of May and it was great. There's still snow on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the beginning of
nice.
May. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's beautiful.
I went there once in May and it was hot. It was mid to upper 80s.
Well, I went the first week of May and it was nice.
It's not this humidity though down here.
No, there's none.
Which has caused a big mold problem in my opinion. I'm sure
Absolutely.
Thailand is humid too, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
After a few of those Yaba pills, you won't know the difference.
What's a yaba?
Meth. They said on Leo's pod. You weren't on the one with Tony Huge? Oh.
What is it about Thailand you guys would most be looking forward to?
the food.
The 20-hour
gyms.
The 20-hour plane.
Go
ride.
into a nutrition store and buying hormones.
Yeah, for me it'd be the over-counter.
Everything there is over the counter?
Yeah.
No
Except
shit.
vitamins, because they know they corner the market because they're illegal in most countries, but they don't want bringing your vitamins in because they're all domestic. So they wouldn't make any money because the amount of vitamins other countries produce and the cost of them.
Did you check flights?
Yeah, it was like $1,000 round trip.
Okay,
But it was a
out of
total
Miami.
Yeah, it was a total of like 30 hours travel time. It was
Does that include the time change?
I don't know, but it was 3 hours to get to either New York or New Jersey, then 14 hours to get to Tokyo, and then another 6 hours to get from Tokyo to Bangkok.
What if you flew from Florida to California? Is there any direct flights out of Cali?
Probably. I mean,
Might look into that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind stopping a few days and seeing California.
Yeah,
why?
absolutely.
Why? Tokyo's the other way? West?
Across the Pacific.
Tokyo is north of Thailand. North and east.
So that might have added time, but I mean, even, oh man, can you imagine a 14-hour flight?
Yeah, check.
I'll have to give him and we can't sit next to each other either.
Because Tony lives in
Pattaya.
in California, where Sacramento.
Yeah.
So he flies from there.
Oh, yeah, that would make a lot more sense. I don't see the point of the Newark or the New York, getting to Newark and New York.
From Miami to California, or from here, 5.5, 6
5 hours, and then
In Canada, Aladdin had to take 2 or 3 transfers. So that's 12 hour. But, maybe take a benzo before you go or something like that. Some ketamine. For me, that other shit ain't now. 'Cause I'm training. But the Ruby or the fight, one of the two.
Like, there's a time and a place for everything, like eating a burger and fries during the podcast.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Well, I took my shake about an hour or so ago.
Do you have to wear your CPAP if you're sitting up sleeping? Like if you're sleeping on a plane, would you need your CPAP?
No, because I can breathe.
Okay.
But
It's only when you lay down.
my feet are going to swell up.
Oh, yeah.
So thanks to Aladdin, this adjustable CPAP, it adjusts the way I'm breathing. That's why they're not swollen up anymore. Because the other one was too weak, and I only got my sleep sitting up in a chair, which is horrible. And a lot of people in wheelchairs, they got to rotate them around.
but a lot of the same benefits as Thailand are in Colombia as well. So that might be a better option. The over-the-counter stuff.
But you don't know anybody in Colombia. At least Tony in Thailand can show you around and know where.
My nose will guide me, trust me.
Yeah, well.
No, I'm joking, but yeah, no.
Plus, he has a condo in Pattaya and Bangkok, I believe.
There's got to be a maniac in Colombia. If you're listening, si estás escuchando.
Yeah, but then also with these people who reach out, we're taking the risk of, like say someone says, "Oh, we'll put you up," and then we're stuck with some psychopath.
Right, or then you get there and
Well, he might like that. End up with some psychopath
We'll just
tied
tie
up.
him up, put him in a closet.
A psychopathic Thai old lady puts me in bondage naked might be exciting. Cursing me in a foreign
Have you-
language.
have you-
And I'm
ever
going to
done
have
an
to play
Asian?
this off to who has a business trip, and this is the type of things we'll be doing.
Not much, a few, not much. I've been with Asian black mixes. We got a new thing
Black below the
we
waist.
call
Oh,
it
God.
Freak of the Week. So we're doing a big Lenny show at the gym, wherever we see her on the street. We're going to ask, hey, do you want to be our Freak of the Week? And there'll be a guy that's really big or strong or a girl that's really sexy. And we started off today, a guy named Joey. He's our Freak of the Week. You'll see him in the next.
There's nothing special about him, but it's a good concept.
He's a big guy.
No, what was special, he had a great shirt that maybe the Maniacs can find for Lenny. It said, "Just another sexy bald guy."
Jesus Christ.
Just another sexy ass bald guy.
Brad, you ever think about going the bald route?
Lenny, you can wear that with McLeod when you guys go out together.
Well,
Perfect.
McLeod would look good at that bearded gay man's convention they have,
Wait,
which is such a
The
thing.
Bears.
You remember that black guy that was in a trannies too? You know what I'm talking about. Real friendly computer guy.
from where?
World Gym. You know exactly
The
what I'm
old
talking about.
World
Yeah.
Gym?
He
Describe
was
it.
kind of heavy set, real talkative. Looked like Michael Strahan, but he was fat. You know what I'm talking about.
If I saw
He said when
him.
he's in California, there was actually a bearded gay man's convention.
Well, if you get enough funds, you should do it for sure.
May not come back.
Travel around. You
That
won't.
flight may not come
You won't.
back.
You won't. Go from Thailand down to Australia.
Yeah, maybe we could fuck a kangaroo on film. You never know. Maybe they got some good GHB out there.
Maybe Lee Priest will put you up.
Sure.
You can smoke some opium if you go to Thailand, too.
What's that?
Smoke some opium.
I'm going to smoke something, all right.
Smoke some rope.
And look up at those slanty eyes.
And
This is when, like, getting
Little
in-
yellow cocky.
Keep
I
going.
hope you guys might as well just start the GoFundMe to bail us out of Thai prison.
Yeah, no shit.
We're gonna need big bucks too to coerce them.
a preemptive GoFundMe before your trip. It's not a bad idea.
You know, we GoFundMe this, GoFundMe that. In one of the videos yesterday, we passed the carnival, and it said $2 entry. I said, "Maniacs, GoFundMe, so we can go to the carnival."
You'll be riding around on those little scooters.
Ugh, I could never ride. I would never trust one of those rides put together by some roadie. But yeah, like the gyms that Tony trains at. What's weird to me is it seems like there's all Americans in there. You know, so I don't know if he recruited a whole.
I watched one of his videos once where he was training, and you're right, there were a lot of Americans in it,
Yeah.
now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
And the fact is, that's the place to go. You want that teenage sex. That's a fact.
Yes, 18. Yes, 18.
No,
Yes.
much younger. That's why guys mostly go over there.
Same with the Philippines. The guy I work with is Filipino. He said it's like that over there.
Sometimes parents will bring their daughters or sons to the airport or the docks. Almost like, hey, for sale, for rent.
Disgusting.
Jeez.
Well, I won't have to edit videos anymore.
That's where you know who Gary Glitter went. He was over there. The famous English glam singer whose big hit was "Da-na-na-na-na, hey."
I thought you hear it all sporting events.
Hey, not anymore. Not anymore. You haven't heard that in a long time.
You know, come to think of it,
Guarantee
you're
you
right.
that. Yeah, it's been about 10 years since that scandal.
Well, they won't. If you're live at the sporting event, I think they'll play it,
no,
but not
they
on,
won't.
not
That
on
is
TV.
done.
No, you know, now that Lenny mentions it, you used to hear that, you know, if let's say an NBA team went on a 12-0 run and the other team calls timeout, you would hear that.
would not
to
hear
rile
that ever again.
You're right. Is
Gary
that why?
Glitter. Oh, yeah.
What do you do?
Look it up online, Maniacs. Gary Glitter, he's big, have sex with children. He's the one that was in that group.
Was he convicted?
Oh, yeah. He did jail time. I believe he's free in England. He's on parole, but he was in a Thai prison for sure. They raided him, yeah. He was big on that.
That happened in Thailand.
Might happen in England, too, and other countries, sure.
Where did he do? Where did he serve time?
It was Thailand.
Yeah, you would not want to get locked up in a
You will
country
not
like
hear that
that.
anymore. Trust me, you haven't heard it.
No.
Guarantee you wouldn't have heard. You hadn't heard it in 12 or 15 years because nobody plays that anymore. That is not going to happen.
You two will end up on an episode of Locked Up Abroad.
No, I don't even think about that. That's why we would need Tony, you know, to kind of
Yeah.
guide us and babysit us. We'll give him $5 an hour.
I had a buddy who went to Thailand, God, had to be at least 20 years ago, and it was the day before he was supposed to leave, and he bought food from a street vendor, and he came down with the most horrendous case of food poisoning ever, and he had to fly home the next day to New York, so he got on the plane, and he can barely function, so they took him off the plane in a wheelchair, and he stayed in the hospital for a week. He almost died.
Oh, jeez.
I don't even know what he ate. God knows what it was.
Probably cat.
Roadside vendors, which they have a lot of.
Yeah, be careful what you eat.
My mother got sick in Ecuador doing that. Eat some roadside crap.
Yep.
Well, that's like when we used to go down when I was a kid. When we go down to the hurricane games, my uncle would always say, "Never eat anything off a stick down here."
Yeah, they call it street meat. Not the street meat you like, Leonard.
It's been a while.
Beep. I like
Been a
that.
while. I think I began to ruin my fun. Just don't think about it like I really don't.
Well, that's a good thing.
What ruined your fun? Ibogaine?
I have no compulsions to do that stuff anymore.
What stuff?
Is there like a reverse Ibogaine treatment he can take? Like an anti-Ibogaine?
It does. It kind of takes the evil out of you, you know?
It's a reset. Increases the plasticity of the brain.
What are you
I
looking
got
at,
another
questions?
thing in the mail today that should help with that cerebral lysin that Leo always talks about. It's supposed to heal your brain. Lord knows I need it, so hopefully it works.
As far as what does it do?
Anyone who it heals people with dementia or any type of traumatic brain injury. And I told you guys I was in the hospital for that extended period. That's that. And then, the prescription medications I was on for like 5 years when I was younger. I think that all, because I never had any crazy allergies or symptoms when I was little. So hopefully it helps. And then Leo will be the hero.
Maybe then we'll make him an honorary misfit.
He already is one, right?
You have to come to Delray Beach to be an honorary misfit.
Yeah.
That's like a criteria. You have to actually come to Delray Beach, meet us, visit us, maybe even come on the podcast, and then we can talk.
You're a misfit for eternity. Big Swole, R.I.P. is the first.
Right.
Maybe we might lose another soon. But
Hamburg flew all the way over here from Sweden.
What do you mean
know?
you might lose another soon?
Yeah. Wait,
Rob's
what?
face just dropped.
Care to elaborate?
no.
Why not?
That's life. You never know.
Why would you say that? Who are you talking about?
Saul?
You?
Anybody.
Oh, that's
You never know what
Very comforting. Well, great podcast.
You know
guys.
something? You know something we don't?
This became real morbid.
No, I know something.
Well, I know you know a lot. We don't.
I know a
but
lot about how to please women,
I'm talking about.
but you don't.
You know how to please men with fucking wigs, you pervert. Shut the fuck up.
I guarantee you. How many times have a girl told you you're the best? Nobody does what you do. Nobody. How many times?
I don't know.
It never happened.
It's happened.
Who?
Is that his last name?
It's going to be your last name.
Yeah, okay. That's why I'm the only one here with somebody, right?
What are you talking
No.
about, Brad?
Oh, you too.
With
Yeah,
who?
just-
If I couldn't please him, I would never get one.
Wait a minute. What? Say that again.
If I couldn't please a woman, would I ever be able to get one?
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. You said I can't please a woman. You know how to please a
You
woman.
just admitted you can't.
No, I didn't. Keep projecting. You and the other guy that'll remain nameless, the other 300-pounder, love to project.
Yeah, aren't we?
You're wrong.
Why?
I mean, why?
There was nothing but facts put out by the older 300.
Nothing but the most shit that you say in those videos is fucking bullshit. You lie your fucking ass off.
So you've been watching the
You
videos.
lie
and
your
you're getting.
you lie your fucking yeah. You should pay me for
All right,
how much
Rob,
you
let's
mention
sit
my
back and
fucking name. How's
Rob,
that?
let's-
You hear that, maniacs? He doesn't want his name to be mentioned.
I live in all your heads.
Publicity.
What the fuck do I need publicity for? I don't have a channel. Think I make money off Instagram?
good
Off this
publicity.
shit? What's the publicity?
We're mentioning your name.
Yeah, and just lying.
That's what Mr. G said. Very, very odd.
Huh?
Look how well it turned out for
Why
him.
he called you? Mr. G called you a liar?
Of course.
Oh, did he?
What did you lie about?
That he didn't send you cookies.
Did he say he was going to send you cookies?
Well, it's better than him. He's going to be lying on the ground.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
You know what I find funny about that too is Dave released a video that morning saying, guys, about the apology video saying, I don't know why people take themselves so seriously. Life's too short. You can't take yourself so seriously.
So what? Yeah. So
And then later that night,
Wait, who posted an apology video? Oh,
Dave about some Lee Priest did some blackface thing or whatever. I don't even know what that is. But so in the video, Dave's like, everybody today, I don't know why people take themselves so seriously. Life's too short. You can't take yourself too seriously. And then later on that night, why didn't you tell your friend Mr. G that,
because Mr. G runs that show because he's got the cookie business with Palumbo. That's Palumbo's pictures all over the cookies.
Yeah.
Mr. G calls the shots. You probably won't be on that show again. Or
He doesn't need it anyway. I mean, if you look at the views, the videos.
He'll probably give Dave an ultimatum. If Lenny's on, I'm not on. It ruined my business.
the only time those videos get real views anyway is when Lenny's on.
Exactly. He uses Lenny. The way I see it is he uses Lenny for views because Lenny doesn't fit in with those other guys.
He hardly
doesn't.
gets a word in edgewise.
They don't let him speak.
But when you have five fucking people on a Zoom, it's different when you're in the same room.
Right.
But when you're on a Zoom and there's five things and the glitching and you can't help but interrupt each other. A lot of them can't finish a fucking thought.
But I mean, if Lenny's helping him get views,
Terrible
what is Lenny
format.
getting out of it? At least send him a freaking species protein.
No, but that's the
bottle. At
thing.
least-
They always say, Lenny, we're going to send you this. We're
They
going to
don't-
send you
they
that.
don't send him
He hasn't
anything?
gotten.
No, Dave sent me products, yeah.
When?
Fiberlize and Species Protein.
When was this?
A month ago.
Oh.
Well, he can give you more because he probably gets those fucking $12.
I would like more, honestly, it's obviously some box of cookies.
Yeah, those did look really good.
They're all about the cookies.
What, an $84 box of cookies?
I didn't look at the price.
$36 for a bag of chips.
What?
$36
chips?
for a bag of chips.
Potato chips?
16 grams of protein per serving.
Is there Anadrol in them? $36? Jeez.
Yep.
It's coming to watch.
Shit.
I don't know what it comes with, but that's what it costs.
Comes with a picture of that old freak. Go back to watching Rachel Ray and Bacon, you dweeb.
Now I want to sample that stuff. You think he'll send you cookies?
Yeah, the tranny cookie.
We'll send him cookies with rat poison.
Exactly. Whatever he sends you, I wouldn't fucking eat.
Well, you're going to eat them first.
Yeah, you sure, buddy?
Taster.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm sure you can find somebody else to do that.
Maniac? Cookie tester?
Someone step up.
There's some weed in them cookies. I bet you'd beat the taster real quick.
I don't really take edibles.
It's hit or miss with me with the marijuana. It's hit or miss. You know what I do like is some of the gas stations sell those CBD joints. There's only a little tiny bit of THC in those. I like the stuff out today is way too much THC in it. I start thinking that the fucking ceiling's gonna cave in.
Oh, you
that
get
we're gonna get
paranoid.
nuked by North Korea any second. I just think way too much. But the CBD joints that have maybe 2%, 3%, 4% THC. Those are
when you were
good.
at the house, I showed you that.
Yeah.
That was 3%.
Yeah, like that type of stuff is perfect for me. But I don't know.
I like the only time I smoke now is after I work out, and that's only because I've been working out at night. I'll train and then I'll smoke a little, go in, eat, shower, and I'm good.
Helped your appetite?
Yeah,
Good.
I have an appetite anyway. I just like to
Wait,
because sometimes when I work out at night, the adrenaline's going.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
fucking fall asleep right away.
And you don't do a pre-workout, don't you?
I
Yeah.
haven't taken pre-workout forever.
Probably a smart thing.
I just drink.
Dave Trumba
I
never
drink
took it.
Gatorade usually.
He
now.
never believed in stimulants either. He never took it, he said.
You won't even do like a like an energy drink, something like that?
I would if I train in the morning, but I drink espresso.
Okay.
That's enough.
Yeah.
I don't need a pre-workout.
You going to renew LA or no?
Probably not. There's no reason for me to.
Out in the sun all day, you're probably all charged up from the vitamin D. You probably go home feeling
Plus,
great.
my body's nice
Yeah.
and warmed up. But in the summertime, I can't train at night. I'm too drained. I got to do it in the morning, and it's too fucking hot.
Really dehydrated.
Yeah. Well, I drink probably close to a gallon
You
a day.
can't drink enough. You're always going
I
to
know.
be in a deficit. You need to drink and then sleep.
There's nothing better though on those hot days in the summer than water.
I bet.
I don't even have a taste for anything else. I just want to
So
drink
it
cold
should
water.
be.
Yeah.
Dehydration and lack of sleep quality is the number one health problem in this country. The doctors really don't address it because they can't make money off it. But if everyone would drink more clean water and get more REM sleep, be a lot less cancer, a lot less disease. That's literally that simple. They want to focus on other stuff.
It helps your digestive
Sure.
system too. You shit
And
more
the
if you
sleep,
drink
everybody's
water.
on have artificial lights, electronic devices all night.
Nothing. I can't even see in my room. Shut
Watching
everything.
TVs, computers, phones.
This stuff
Stimulates
puts
you.
you right into REM sleep.
That it does. It's
Past
supposed
2
to.
nights, I wake up the next day and I feel incredible.
That's the
So you-
1.4.
I felt great.
No, that's yeah.
That's the real, but I'm not getting the euphoric effect of it.
Really?
No, strangely enough. Not,
Yeah, it's-
not severe.
Yeah, the 1.4 is much more.
So that tells me you got to use a lot of that. I mean, Rob, I'm talking 10 milliliters, possibly
A capful, right?
more than that. A cap full of that is
Yeah.
how much?
Probably 3-4 milliliters.
I mean, it's good. I can train on it good. I had 2 great workouts.
It's different. The 1.4 or the GBL, that type of stuff makes you nauseous because
It
your body
does.
has to convert
Slightly.
it. Nauseous and dizzy.
I didn't feel shit from that 1.4 that you'd given me. I don't know why.
There was a couple times I didn't either.
Could
the
have
first
food in your
few times.
stomach. And if you're drinking a lot, you're releasing a lot of dopamine and your storage depleted.
He doesn't drink a lot.
No, I don't
How many days a week?
Maybe 2. Usually just on Friday,
So
Saturday.
you rarely drink the night before work.
Yeah, no, I try not to.
But if you do, how do you feel?
I feel fine. I don't get hangovers.
Yeah.
That's
He's a seasoned vet.
it's my curse. No, I don't believe me. I'd like to have, if I had a hangover, I wouldn't drink like that.
I get hungover for like 3 days.
No shit.
Yeah. So that's a blessing.
I'm done. No more of that. I'm in
Yeah.
serious training. For the Ruby of the fight. The Ruby of the
I
fight.
just feel tired. I don't get hungover. I just feel tired. That's it.
That job, though, to set yourself up by being dehydrated when you just wake up and go there, that would be rough.
No, I drink a lot. Water on me all day. And then in the morning we go in and I have to sort all the friggin' mail for my
I was
route.
asking him if you had to do that.
Yeah. They put it in buckets and trays, and we have like little cubicles
Is that
with
a
all
pain?
the addresses. You got to sit there and put all the mail, separate all the mail in order. And then you pull it all down in order and then deliver it.
Attention maniacs, we got the Delray Misfits gear.com, new designs. We got the Big Lenny show. We got the Delray Misfits channel. We have Big Lenny on book cameos, and we have a Patreon coming out,
It's out.
which is going to get more and different and more creative views. Give us your feedback. What scenario you want to see? Like Prince referred to a beach scenario.
Send me the link to that Patreon.
Send us a scenario and
Yeah,
we'll make it
and
a
I'll-
reality.
Anything at the beach, I think, will be great.
I'll copy and
never really
paste
been
it and
done.
put it in my
Not on our
story.
part.
This way they can swipe up on the
Oh,
link.
Cassidy Campbell's calling me right now.
Get Rob with his pants. Pull up your pants. What are you?
Not in my house, Rob.
Put the mic to your mouth.
Wants us to shoot somewhere a video with him.
Is he down here now?
Yeah, for 5 days.
Oh, okay.
Where's he
Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out.
I think he's staying in Fort Lauderdale. I knew he had been talking about. Yeah, that's big. You going through questions?
Yeah, I'm trying to look for something.
You all right, Lenny? You look getting a little sleepy.
Stuff makes you so relaxed. It's like a benzo.
Put the mic to your mouth.
I don't want them to hear that.
He's holding the mic on the table, and need big Lenny advice with my stimulus check. Should I buy a power rack and Olympic weight set, or buy a dozen Mr. G cookies?
That's a no-brainer. But get the
That's
cookies.
from Misfit Maniac 1, 2,
Try
3.
them out and give an honest assessment.
Those white chocolate peanut butter cup things, pretty fucking good.
Since when did you try it?
I didn't try it. I said they look good. I went through his Instagram. He did videos.
You try it?
But
No,
Because it look good.
you're such a fucking idiot.
Come on, Brad. Come on. They love it. I love it.
I know.
It's so funny because you give me that look and then you come back with something.
It's annoying. Or it's
It doesn't
old.
get to
It's
me.
old. It's old.
That's good practice.
Practice for what?
Not being offended because you can throw the words
I'm
that
not
way.
offended. I don't get offended with that shit.
That was slightly awkward
why would happen?
because it's like I'm Lenny's handler, you know. It's like,
You're his manager. You are.
He wants
There
to
wouldn't
do
be any.
something-
If it wouldn't, there wouldn't be any content. He's not going to do any of this shit on his own. He doesn't even know how to work his fucking phone properly unless he's looking up.
Jacqueline Boyne.
Right. It's okay.
I want to see Jacqueline Boyne on this podcast table
As long as you're not,
spreading her legs.
as long as you're not spreading yourself too thin and you don't feel stressed out about it, and you're having a good time. Fucking whatever.
no, well, I mean, you could kind of tell from his tone of his voice, he was just kind of like, okay, I don't know, whatever. So Saturday during the day, Cassidy Campbell, that's exciting. He wants to do a video with you picking up girls.
Where Delray?
He's in Fort Lauderdale,
I assume
You're
it's spring break on the beach.
probably something
Well,
like
I'll
that.
get out the posing trunks. Can you imagine with my gun?
Oh, you have to.
You got to wear the orgasm donor shirt.
You got to go all out
Yeah.
for this if it's
Yeah,
going
I
on
need to
his
cover it,
channel.
So I got to walk around.
You should cut the sleeves off the orgasm donor shirt because your arms do look a lot better now. No, they do.
I got problems.
I can actually see the tricep coming out over there. And over
Because that's
there.
what I'm shooting the insulin at. It's like a sight injection. Man.
Oh,
My mother's
gotcha.
like, are you shooting insulin? Now what the hell's wrong with you? See, I like it. It makes it look like that or tricep heads.
Either the orgasm donor shirt or the I love anal.
Oh,
Storage.
gee,
gotta
I
find
forgot
that.
about that one.
I got to find it. Yeah, the orgasm and my posing trunks.
You should cut like the bottom of the orgasm donor shirt off while you're trunks. Lenny opens packages like a gorilla with Down syndrome. Oh my god. Donkey Kong Fitness, is Mr. G just a form of Pomps when he's mad at the real big
You know who he reminded me a little bit of when he was yelling? Harvey. Remember Harvey from Jane's Parties? He was like an older version of when Harvey would go, cockbroom, it's a cockbroom. Kind of had like a Harvey vibe a little bit, like a psychotic Harvey vibe.
Somebody asked, will we ever see Lenny do a push-up? Never seen him do one.
One of these days I'll do it. You're going to see about 20. Guarantee it.
Yeah. You could easily do push-ups. You won't be able to go all the way down because your belly will smack the ground first. Lenny rep push-ups.
Dig a hole in the ground where his stomach is. Get a full rep.
So what else? What else you got?
Well, Rob and I are going to try to get the bully on film next time he comes down. Get him back into the fold. Extend the olive branch. It feels so good to get. That's why after the fight,
Jay will film with anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it just feels so good to start getting along with people that might have wronged you in the past. Such a great feeling. I don't want anybody not to get that feeling. And another thing, sadly, when somebody passed away before you can make amends with them, it's going to haunt you a little bit.
We'll haunt him.
We need some sad violin music playing right now.
And it's always good if somebody's to persecute you, even hard to look the other way. It's always a great feel.
Whatever you say.
I don't ever want to go to the grave having an issue with somebody and not amend it.
Good for you.
It's not always possible, though.
Exactly.
And
It's up to you. I don't know if, again,
Please.
Because if I got to go
want me to
in,
edit that
it's
out?
gonna- I'm not going to be able to relax. This is a big opportunity.
good exposure.
Why, Saturday you worked though, right?
At 6.
Oh.
I'll text my manager's real cool. I'll just let him know, and if it's going to be an issue, then I won't. But
Another thing I got to do is take the house cat to the vet in her cage because she's shedding fur.
let's do that.
It
on
could
the
possibly
video.
be fleas or a back type of infection, or
how old's the cat?
about 8 or 9. And it could be heart disease, cancer, diabetes. But
Yeah,
it's
when a
mostly-
cat starts shedding out of nowhere, it's usually a sign of stress. Something is
Yeah,
stressing the
that's
cat
it. I
out.
forgot they said that, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether that cat gets fed and snacks all day, sleeps 20 hours.
I thought there's 2 cats.
No, the one passed. Passed 2 days after I came over there. Actually, she was euthanized. She started losing a ton of weight, and she was enormous. So and it was kidney problems, which is
Yeah, that got one of mine.
Yeah.
Renal failure. Yep. It's prevalent in cats when they get older.
So you got to drive down to Fort Lauderdale?
I don't care. It's worth it.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to do Delray.
I don't know. That's what I just asked him. I texted him. I said, "Do you have a spot in mind in Fort Lauderdale?" And then I text a girl that I know who's like that age range to ask if it's spring break on the beach and stuff right now. Mm-mm. No,
Broward, I think is well. Palm Beach County is the 15th. It starts which is Monday.
Well, it already started at America's Backyard.
You mean
Broward
this month is halfway over?
No.
March?
No.
Next Monday is the 15th?
Today's the 4th.
Holy.
No, I'm saying spring break for Palm Beach County schools is the 5th.
No,
starts the
Monday's
15th.
the 8th.
And either Broward County is either a week before or a week after, which means Broward County might be next week, might be their spring break. You got to look. You can Google it. Go to Las Olas.
If the weather's nice, all these beaches between Fort Lauderdale and Delray Beach will be busy.
Actually, where you should go too when you're down there on Sunrise and A1A is Primanti Brothers from Pittsburgh. Good sandwiches.
Or you go to Broward Boulevard and 441 and see the goddess and make a real video.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You should.
Yeah, tell Cassidy.
You should, yeah.
Actually, that would be pretty good. Just
Yeah,
if someone can secretly film it while you're mic'd up.
Me around on the
Well,
sidewalk in a
didn't you
dog
say
collar.
he wants to go pick up chicks?
Yeah.
See the goddess after.
You actually think we're going to pick
He
anything
wouldn't know
up?
what to fucking do with himself if he witnessed that in person. Are you kidding me?
Why don't we kidnap him and bring him there?
You got to turn Cassidy out.
I would agree with that.
You'll never see him again.
He'll be on the next plane back to Texas.
Tell you what, that goddess got the best tit and ass job I've ever seen.
I saw you posted that picture on your Instagram today. Did you do that, or did Rob help you with that?
Yes.
Hey, I got a question for you. You met Cassidy, right? Or you
Yeah.
all have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know him. He comes off like a little arrogant. In person, is he a little different?
Yeah. It was cool. We hung out with him and his cameraman, Semi, who used to have a channel called Cali Aesthetics. When we went to Fremont Street in Vegas, they came and hung out.
He was wearing an Oakland A's, basically just like a
That
waiter.
was at the Olympia.
Yeah,
He was playing that character.
Yeah.
The first time Cassidy came to Florida, he only had like 20,000 subs. He was cool as hell. We got along. We trained together at the Old World Gym. It was great.
Right.
The second time I saw Cassidy, which was in 2018 when we all went to Vegas, I had a little bit of an issue with Cassidy. So when I saw him out there, I did not speak to him. And then was it you he talked to about it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then he came up to me after the Olympia Expo and he extended his hand. We talked it out and we smoothed it all out. So I didn't really talk to him that much when we were out in Vegas. I talked to him a lot when he came here. And I think it was 2014, something like that, when he was just starting his YouTube channel.
Because I kind of get the vibe from him that he's making money. He thinks who the hell he is, and I don't know. I don't know the kid, but
I didn't get that feeling about him.
I've never gotten that vibe from him.
well, on
No,
the phone
it-
just now a little bit. But I could, hopefully I'm wrong. Because otherwise, you guys know I got that switch. I'll be eating Cassidy Campbell's soup out of a straw.
I'm sure you guys will click just fine. He's all right. I chatted with him and Bruno a couple times when they were
Oh
they
man,
were
that
in
guy's
Texas.
so obsessed. Mark Lobstercock.
Oh, he's not letting up. I know Bruno. He's fucking relentless.
He went after that Johnny Lemkin for
Correct.
years
Yep.
after Johnny stole his
He is
unnatural.
not going to drop it.
Well, just come up with a little more creative name than Lobstercock. 'cause
I don't know where that
doesn't
name
make
even
much
comes
sense.
from. I don't
That
get
doesn't
it.
make any
I
sense.
didn't
Doesn't
understand.
sound good.
I don't understand that. I don't know where they got
Liner, lobster, LOB, maybe.
Yeah, but
That's never going to happen. That fight.
No. Talk about another oversensitive fuck, that pussy liner. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
They disable comments and
I go through phases. Sometimes I love interacting with the maniacs. I laugh at the negative comments, and then there will be a burst of about 5-10 minutes where I block like everybody possible.
yeah, I don't do that.
No, not block like on Instagram, but like on the YouTube. I just get sick of the childish shit. But
You know what you do? Just turn your phone off. Turn it off for an hour.
yeah, it's not that bad.
I've done that.
It's more I kind of have a little fun with it, but
When we first started doing the Delray Misfit videos, I was very into reading all the comments and everything. I don't think I've looked at a single comment on our channel. I couldn't even tell you the last time.
sometimes it's good feedback, and sometimes they say such funny, creative things that I can mention or tell Lenny in the next video. Because some of these some of these people, man, they have such a great sense of humor.
Yeah, they say some funny
And they'll
shit.
give you great ideas too.
Exactly.
You know,
yeah,
like
right.
so.
Even when they're busting your balls, it's fucking
Yeah, like if they do it in a creative way, like my favorite so far, I even told my parents, and you know who this, they said Rob looks like an angry bird. Which is very true. It's very true.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that chair to break
Yeah.
one of these
I gotta
days.
stop leaning back in it.
Or the barber gave me, he screwed up. I knew he doesn't speak any English, so I couldn't tell him. Like he cut the sides real short like 3 weeks ago, and he left like this fucking piece.
Like
long.
you got the flock of seagulls thing going on.
Yeah, well now it's up, but
You know what I'm talking about?
when it drops down to here, and it's like, what the fuck? And I don't even notice it until I'm editing the video. I'm like, wow, I look like a fucking asshole. And then someone commented I was on Instagram Live going to work like that, and they say, Rob, you're going to work with that bird hair?
Like bedhead.
Well, didn't you say in one of your videos you almost got the PJ Braun hair going on, or you told him to
all I
do
need
it,
is
Lenny?
some hair
Yeah.
gel, yeah.
Jay Cutler had it too.
He looks way different with his hair with his head shaved.
He shaved his head?
Yeah, Jay Cutler wasn't he had a shaved head at the Olympia, didn't he?
Short hair, yeah.
Yeah,
Shorter than normal.
but that's in his logo, his hair. Like,
Yeah, you're right. That's a big branding thing. I told them to. We did a little skit for a supplement shop in Massachusetts. The owner is best friends with Jay Cutler.
he messaged me, said
Yeah.
he's gonna send some stuff.
He had to send it to me because he couldn't send it to the P.O. box, so I'll have it Monday.
He's probably using.
He made us shirts that have his supplement thing, and on the back it says Mr. G works for me.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, it's Flex Appeal Medford.
Yeah,
Okay.
good guy, Mark.
And by the way, patronize New World Nutrition's New World Protein. I got back on board. I never stopped promoting, but order the best protein in the world. New World
you got in
Nutrition.
touch with them finally.
New World
Yes.
Protein.
Thanks to Rob, my handler.
But instead of a lion tamer, I'm a Lenny tamer. I'm more of a Lenny instigator than a tamer.
Yeah, right.
He's like your precious Paul Ellering.
And Maniacs, a little sneak. We're doing a collab with the one and only Cassidy Campbell, scheduled for Saturday, so it should be good. We'll go all
Absolutely.
Hopefully he doesn't start talking like a wigger, or we'll have to drop him off on Sunrise Boulevard.
No, he doesn't speak like that normally. That's a character.
No, I know. I'm only joking.
What he needs to do with his hillbilly character is get himself a farmer's tan. When he wears the no sleeves.
He can get that down here easy.
Yeah.
One day.
And it's good because he'll teach and show you guys how it's done with the wireless mics and everything.
Right,
So
right.
you know, take notes when he.
Yeah. You guys gonna go around as his bodyguards while he plays a spoiled rich kid?
You'd be
Carrying, like,
perfect for that.
Yeah, I don't
Carrying
like
like
that character, but yeah.
briefcases of money or something.
I don't know. What
There's a
he's
lot
got
of
in
good
mind.
ideas. There's a lot of
Unlimited.
things you guys could do. Yeah.
Let's hear feedback, Maniacs.
Well, he said he was thinking of moving down here, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he said he's going to live here for a month to try it out, rent a place for a month.
He's here until Tuesday, he said. So that gives us a good amount of time.
All right. You want to wrap this up? You look like you're ready to go.
Yeah, Lenny, your switch looks like it was flipped in the off position.
No, actually, I'm just
You're right.
relaxed and very serene.
You want to sing us a song? I
Yeah.
did watch that video when you told me you guys sung. That was great. Fucking hilarious. That Christina song was pretty clever.
I
Now
had
all
it
you
stuck
need
in
is
my head.
you need some music behind that.
Maniac, you gotta be a freak. Hello. We're giving you gold here.
On the day Brad was born, the nurses gather round. He was already covered in tattoos and a joint in his mouth. The head nurse spoke up, said, "Leave this one alone. I can tell by the way he looks that he's Brad to the bone." Brad to the bone. Brad. Get his shirt, DelrayMisfitsGear.com. Brad to the bone.
It's okay.
And I want mine, Pumps. 3X, the first one. Maybe we'll wear it to the Cassidy Campbell collab. Then I'll really get some girls. We should be selling them. We should get a big case. You hear that? I want a big case of Brad to the Bone for all the gals on spring break.
He's not going to be able to make it that fast.
Or make Pumps. How about this? Get a girl shirt that says, "I got boned by Brad."
On Patreon, can people submit videos?
Huh?
Can viewers or maniacs submit videos? If it can be done on your your Patreon, see if you can get people to submit and make their own Brad to the Bone video, and whoever does the best one, give them a little prize.
Whoever does the best one gets punched by Brad.
Brad doesn't take a hit from his joint unless it's soaked in embalming fluid.
That's another fucking lie he had to say.
Don't do that at home, children.
That was a crack whore you were fucking was doing that. Try to push that shit off on me. I got embalming fluid in my garage. What the fuck
I saw
is
the
wrong
packages. I saw
You're
the
so
shit.
full of shit.
Maybe I have it in mine. I am the Delray Ripper, you know?
You have the lie.
Yeah, to keep those bodies.
Yeah, that's right. Got the Blue Star spray, everything.
Just throw them in the fire.
Yeah.
In the historic district of Delray, Brad's a king of the men's rooms. He goes by on breaks.
Projecting. Lenny goes in every public restroom looking for the glory hole.
Had one at grade school. Had a glory hole that looked into the girls' locker room at St. Joseph's Elementary School in Verona, PA. I sure did.
She's like in the movie Porky's.
Looking at an Italian girl.
The private school money is definitely worth it then.
Had a bush at 12. The makings of a bush at 12 years old.
Oh, God.
The funny thing is, when the teacher found out and told my father,
Wait, how long did you sit in there and peek?
just kept eating, cutting away at the.
You made the glory hole?
Yeah.
Like a prisoner.
Well, it was already started, and you could see like a little sliver.
Oh my
I'm like, wait a minute, this is the girl's back.
You're like a prisoner trying to dig a tunnel out of jail.
What did you use?
A state of screwdriver was on the floor on the lockers. The maintenance man left there. And when I told my father, he didn't say anything because he saw the girl. And I saw him. We were working at the same grocery store about 7 years later when I had got kicked out of the Air Force. She was a checkout girl. And he came up. He ignored me, of course. He wasn't speaking to me at that point. And I was a bag boy, and she was the cashier.
I didn't know you had groceries.
Yeah, and he went and put his hands around her, whispered something in her ear. She's smiling. You know, I had good taste because he ended up marrying an Italian girl.
You didn't work at a Publix, did you?
It was a Giant Eagle in Oakmont, PA.
They don't have Publix in
Yeah, no, it's just, I was saying
No,
that.
we
'cause
had Kroger and
certain
Giant Eagle.
someone else bags groceries in Publix.
My sister was, a little off. I'll never forget the time she picked up a piece of gum on the floor, and that store was filthy. You're talking about wintertime with mud. Picked it up and started chewing, and my father grabbed her by the hair in the store and threw her against the wall. Spit it out! He's sticking his finger down her throat, ripping his gum out of her mouth right in front of everybody.
I sound a lot like my grandfather.
Yeah, old school guys. Now you could get arrested.
Oh, yeah.
And I would have been doing 20 years peeping at a girl. Wow.
What other jobs did you do up there?
I worked in the kitchen at a hospital, 2 actually. And yeah, it was a senior care facility, and the other one was a regular hospital.
You didn't work in high school?
Yeah. Well, no, I delivered papers. I actually delivered papers very young. I mean, to the point I wasn't even 10 years old.
That job sucks.
Because I remember the first batch I got 50, and I had to walk up hills. It was freezing.
7 days a week.
It was 6.
Oh, just 6?
And I had to collect on the weekends. But first picture on the front page of the Post-Gazette, I had to take a knife and cut it open because it was wrapped real hard. It was 50 papers. It was the Jonestown Massacre, seeing all these bloated bodies. So I think that was 77 or 78. So I was actually out there, which my father thought was good for discipline. Get up, deliver papers, eat breakfast, and go to school. And I was going up and down hills.
Getting up at 3 a.m. to be back by
4:30 when it's 10 below.
Yeah, that's awful.
You miss a paper, they call you. Now, they don't even let kids do it. Adults were taking that job recently, and now, paper's pretty much obsolete. But
Yeah.
I liked it. It was good discipline.
Isn't that funny? You'll tell someone who's 15 years old you were a newspaper delivery boy, and they'll say, "What's that?"
Exactly.
They won't even know what
Yeah,
you're
they don't
talking
even know
about.
what that is.
Yeah.
There's a few guys years ago that worked with me that delivered papers in the morning and then would.
It's almost like the
Come to work
perfect
out.
training for a mailman, in a way.
There's a lot of mailmen that did that. Deliver papers in the morning and then go to the post
Yeah, I
office.
didn't have a little truck like you either.
No, they didn't deliver the papers out of the mail truck. It was a second job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got it pampered what I have. And what I make, $15 a week? Not much.
Jeez.
Tips around Christmas was good, but love going to this little old lady's house and having it up with 90 degrees with the heat on. And I'd be out there collecting, freezing.
They bring you some hot cocoa.
And I just talk. Mrs. Wagner, sit down and talk while she had her tea. She'd just go on and on and on. I sit there.
A lonely old lady.
Yeah.
This is
They'd call the house. My father, hello, like 6 in the morning. Where's my paper?
Oh,
He'd get all
Jesus.
pissed off.
when he's in the woods jerking off.
I would find dirty pictures, like porno pictures all over the place.
Wait, you'd find them where?
It's all over the woods up there.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of dogs, cats. Yeah, it's a nice area. But
Sounds great. Oakmont is actually very nice.
yeah, I'm actually on the most famous list of Oakmont residents on the Wikipedia.
Yeah, but anybody can go into Wikipedia and alter it, right?
I don't know. But
I don't know how that works. I don't know
the
who.
other guys one of the guys was producer of Seinfeld. He was like 4 years ahead of me on the football team, Tim Kaiser.
And they can go in and edit the Urban Dictionary shit too.
I think so.
I think anybody can. I saw you posted that one.
Well, if anybody can do
right.
it, let's get Brad on the most famous people of Boca Raton.
Oh, please.
The male prick. Get in that Wikipedia.
Oh my God.
Or biggest head.
You know what I wonder? Not that it really matters, but how do you have 20,000 followers and Lenny would have 12,000? I don't understand why.
On Instagram?
Yeah.
Why don't we have more?
No, Brad has much more than Lenny would have. You would think it would be sort of like, you would think anybody
post shit. He doesn't post it.
We just posted something. The goddess.
Yeah, but you rarely. That's like look at his post and see that.
I know.
Well, if you
You're
showed
right.
me how,
You're right.
I would have done it. You hear that, maniacs?
You're lying. Fuck again.
Keeping it all to
You're
himself.
lying. Fuck again. I show you I've showed him 100 times how to fucking do it. Don't be a jerk off. I've shown him 100 fucking times.
Anytime
You
you're
just
around,
don't
he's a
care,
jerk
and that's
off.
fine. Who gives a
That's
shit?
not true,
Who
Brad.
gives a shit?
That's not true.
But it is a good way to promote your stuff. Learn how to do it. It's not that hard. I've showed you.
I think
You
it's
can
almost
you can
more
look up the
authentic
most
that he
obscure
doesn't post.
videos. You can figure
It's
that
more
out.
authentic that he doesn't post.
Kids know how to fucking do that.
He doesn't overpost, which is good, but he doesn't post enough
Right.
either.
I don't post every day. No chance.
They want more. I mean, they're always pretty entertaining.
Yeah, once it,
It's always when I see this stuff, I says, "What is going on?"
Well, I'll help
Yeah.
you with it. From now on, when I'm with you,
Should.
we'll just do little clips on your.
Thanks.
you don't even have to do it every day. Post twice a week.
As long as we post as much as Brad drinks twice a week.
Yeah, I can. Should never assume shit, Lenny. I know you make up fantasies in your head. Jesus, those are nice tits. Oh,
Remember I sent you
The bully.
What?
Looking at the bedroom
No,
bully.
Andrew's
Nice.
got,
More pictures from
Andrew's
a
got
certain-
some nudes on his phone.
From a certain peeping Tom in Boca.
You go over there and peep with.
He's peeping and creeping while we're gawking and talking.
Gawking, talking, stalking, and caulking.
And when it comes to Mr. G, outlining and chalking.
So when is the
like
deadline
that.
that you need to know if you're going to do this with him or not?
Next week.
Next week, you got to give him. Just say, hey, I need Mr. G, so you know how to change your training.
Now, why don't we call him now? Call Dave now, Leonard. Hey, Lenny, what's going on? Any trannies?
Yeah, where are those trannies, Lenny?
Yeah.
That's part of the stipulations. I get Jacqueline Boyne for the night since she's an escort.
Well, he should
Keep
give you that
fucking-
anyway.
keep
for all the
fucking dreaming.
publicity you've been giving him.
Didn't you say she lives in Brazil?
She travels all over the world.
I think they were joking about that. I don't think he'll make that happen.
Well, then we're letting all the snakes out. With the help of our friend Logan over there, we're letting them all out, letting them loose.
Well, if not, I'll have to Rob film A Night with the Goddess.
Oh, great. That'll go real well with me trying to be more holy.
Rob, it's like Tony Soprano said, once you're in, there's no getting out.
That's it. You're in now.
You hear that, Mr. G?
This is a family. He's not part of this family. He's not part of this fucking family. Get him out of here. He stuck stick. Yeah. Yeah, was he banging on a fucking table? Jesus.
Copycat.
You were giggling like a motherfucker.
Did you see
great.
his assistant?
Hilarious.
That's what I was
Your
thinking.
reaction was fucking
Yeah.
great.
Even better, me and Robzilla can have a tag team match against him and his assistant.
Sticks and stones, Mr. G. Sticks
In
and
all
stones.
your years, I'm sure you heard that.
Who's
fucking
his
great.
assistant? A spatula?
He looks like it's some fat bald-headed guy with glasses.
I didn't notice
Look at the end of the video. There's a quick glimpse of him. He's been on the one before too.
Oh, so a ladle, not a spatula.
Right.
Yeah.
Doesn't talk.
Oh, maybe that's his handler. Changes the pens.
Velcros his shoes
Has
up.
to put the cookies in a blender so it's powdered and feed him to him.
Mr. G, the first athlete sponsored by Metamucil.
And you know, if you're not on there, the next time, there's going to be shit talking without you there.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know. You
Let
don't
him.
The publicity.
You handled that perfectly, I must
Yeah,
say.
you're
Naturally.
oversensitive. I'm making you a better man.
Yeah.
He did not. He was expecting an apology. He was quiet at the end of that. He honestly thought,
He was hurt.
"Yeah, how can you?" I mean, Jesus. And then disabling the comments, that just throws gas on the
fuel to
fire.
fire, yeah.
Who did that? Mr. G on his
Yeah,
Instagram?
yeah.
That's.
I think ultimately, though, when this is all settled, if things turn out well, this can eventually help his business. If he folds.
I think it's helping him already. I was infuriated getting any cookies.
Yeah, real help. He's got a 1.4 rating on Trustpilot.
Yeah, but how many people actually look at that shit?
Yeah, you're right. Nobody.
I never even heard of that website
Me
until I saw.
I mean, Yelp. What about Yelp? Any of that shit?
Yelp was popular.
But still, when you order stuff,
People do, Google reviews. I don't know.
yeah. Did you look at any of those?
No.
Oh boy. Oh,
There's more?
I'm sure.
I don't know.
They're quite creative, to say the least.
They are very
Yeah,
creative.
anybody that would actually go there with not knowing anything and
right.
read those, they'd be like, "What are they talking about?"
Someone wrote, like, I gave my son these cookies and now he's autistic. Like, really?
boy.
I mean, come on.
I got a good name for a review board called They.
What they
Right.
say.
They.com.
They.
Everybody says that, and only Brad catches shit for it.
Yeah, because he knows it annoys the fuck out of me when he does that. He likes
Mr. G.
who's Dave.
Mr. G.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna freak out and
Yes, you
scream
just
at
did,
you.
Mr. G.
You're not allowed on this
I
podcast.
know it annoys us because you just admitted to it, Mr. Freudian slip.
On this podcast anymore.
It does, Brad. I'm sorry. It's your way of. Remember, I'm at an older, more mature level than you. I've been through more.
Yeah,
than
you're
you.
real mature.
And some things,
You're fucking real mature.
but it's to help your
Fucking-
overall development as a human being and a misfit.
You're right. You take it. It's good. They like the back
Freudian
and
slip,
forth.
Brad. Why'd you say I could take it? You shouldn't have to say that.
You're right.
When people may hear them make a statement, I don't care when people talk about me.
That means
That's
I
a
do care.
pure Freudian slip. Not you, but others. Pure Freudian slip. Yes, you do. That's why you wouldn't have said it. It's just like people used to say, I'm not afraid of big men at work, more like wimpy Asians or stuff. And I said, yes, you are, because you said it. And I would point out to the skinniest, we had a skeleton in there named Yvonne, Haitian guy. I says, anybody ever go around saying, I'm not afraid of Yvonne? No. Why should they? But you said it. You're not afraid of me. Why? Because you are. That's a Freudian slip in a way, and that's true.
It's a good point.
It always works. I don't care what people say. Yes, you do.
Of course.
You wouldn't have said it.
Right.
Everybody cares to an extent. It's part of our nature.
But to say that, they're not being entirely truthful. And Brad,
Yes, dear.
carry the torch to that golden piece of advice, will you please?
Sure, buddy.
Thank you for the rest of your life. I'm proud of you.
You know what cracked me up? We went to help my buddy move a couch, and Lenny's filming, right? And my buddy's in his 40s, and it was his parents' house, and his mother comes out like an old, nice, sweet lady, 65, and he's like, "This is my mother," and Lenny, "Hi, Mom." Or yesterday, I said, "Lenny, do a little skit for my father," and he says, "Hey, Dad. Seeing as I'm not in contact with my father anymore, I figured you'd be willing to adopt me."
What'd your dad
He
say?
loves it. He thinks he's hilarious.
I'm serious.
Does he watch your videos? Do they know about it?
No way. I won't let him. No way.
But do they know?
You won't let him. How do you know if he does or doesn't?
I hope he doesn't. He just won't get. Nobody can just watch one episode.
Yeah.
If you turn on one episode, you'd be like, "What?" And it's me and Lenny in the gym. Two, I want to say grown men, but I'm still pretty much a child. But saying ooey and gooey and all that, they'll be like, "What the fuck is this?" Because everything's an inside joke,
Right. The maniacs get it.
The maniacs get it, and I think to an extent you kind of have to. It's an acquired taste, like
I mean, they get it.
You have to appeal to your audience, plain and simple.
exactly, yeah. And I think a lot of the maniacs are very intelligent. You have to be intelligent to get it. It's like if you know who that I live with listens and hears it, it's like, how is that funny? It's like,
Well, it's just like when Jason Jason had a whole different language that.
right. But it reminds me of Curb Your Enthusiasm. You show some people Curb Your Enthusiasm, and they see Larry, and they're like, he's just an asshole. They don't get it.
Yeah.
They just don't get the humor behind.
I mean, everything we've done over the years has generated an entire subculture with a sub-dialect
It's a
and a
cult.
sub-language. It's like a cult.
Yeah.
And they all gather on places like Reddit, well, formerly, now Ruckus, to interact with each other and communicate. And
They bring up names that we forgot we even said, terms.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
There's a whole, I think, Genovapedia website, and I think it has, lists of all the Genova-isms and terms from over the years. It's a whole sub-language that people could actually communicate with each other with, and the next person standing 2 feet away won't know what the fuck they're talking about.
I was thinking about that as a project, like a book. Like maniacs can DM me their favorite things that Lenny's said over the years and put it all together. Or it could be a whole misfit collection of quotes.
How about a Lenny pop-up book?
There would be a lot of 10-inch things popping up.
What would be good?
Page 13, doing, yeah.
If somebody could animate some of the stories that we've told on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like Snowflake does. Or
We talked about that once, didn't we?
I see what I know.
He doesn't do animation.
Right.
There's other guys that,
You're right.
that do that shit.
Yeah, right.
We're going to have to let Greg know when we come out to Vegas.
Yeah, well. When do you plan on going?
As soon as possible. As soon as I told this guy I'm not in a great living condition right now. Neither is Lenny. So I mean, as
I
soon
bet you
as
that mold is much less, if non-existent, in that dryness.
No, there's
I would assume because there's no
Yeah, there's
rain,
no humidity.
no moisture.
humidity.
Yeah, it's
There's probably still mold. I bet, like in the old hotels, because they don't really open windows there. You know, you can't open a window.
Did a maniac say you guys can stay with him? Is that what?
In the Hilton on the Strip, he's got a timeshare.
No
yeah.
shit.
Two bedroom like suite or something like that.
well, you got to tell him because the timeshares when it's not being people share the time.
He's one
he
of,
could block.
like-
he could block it.
Yeah, he's one of like 4 people from Vegas who said come and stay with us. So yeah, one of them is a cop.
Yeah, there's quite a few
Might be a
maniacs
sting
out there.
operation, but
Yeah.
no, another one lives on like an army base and said he can get us. I don't know. So see, and then it's not like I never left the state before with almost nothing and just winged it. So or wung it, however the hell you say it. So might as well do it again and get some good footage out of it. Amazing footage out of it.
Good gyms.
And the buffets, I mean, perfect for us, sit at the buffet for 3 hours, eat as much as we can, then go to train, then go back to the
I
buffet.
forgot. A trip to the Hoover Dam.
Yeah, there you go. You can throw yourself off the fucking thing.
I think I would if I was there.
You can try out the cooling station, Rob.
I would love that. Good gyms out there, a lot of people in the bodybuilding industry out there. I think something's been telling me to go to Vegas for like 6 months. Maybe I'm schizophrenic I saw a Vegas ad implanted in my head, but I don't know, I want to go there.
Then go. Do it. That's it.
Yeah, someone that remained nameless is schizophrenic for wanting to go there in the first place.
Want to go where in the first place?
The Hoover Dam.
Oh, God. He'll never
There's some schizophrenia.
He'll never
there.
let that go.
No, I won't. What the hell would you want to go there for?
I don't know. Ask everybody else why they wanted to go too.
No, they didn't. You suggested it. They went along. They didn't.
Oh, so everybody's a
I didn't hear
follower.
everyone Hoover.
So you're saying
Dam.
everybody's a
like
follower?
the Brady
then.
Bunch plowing into the station wagon.
I fucking held everybody hostage and said that's where we're
Alice,
going.
we're going to the Hoover Dam.
Nobody complained but Jay. But that's because he was so stoned out of his mind.
We had to get everybody stoned before you went there. Remember that. You go out the edibles.
No, we were going to go to the dispensary after because I knew that was going to
Yes.
happen.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's recreational there too. You'll get some nice edibles, tinctures, all that
Yeah,
shit.
we can do little experiments and film it.
All I want to do is eat edible ooey and gooey panties.
Off of Iggly Jiggly rectums.
Yeah. And iggly jiggly testicles off a perfect dam.
Isn't prostitution legal there? GoFundMe maniacs.
I don't think in Las Vegas.
You got to go to Pahrump.
The Bunny Ranch.
It's like an hour from
It's called Pahrump. It's about an hour from
Yeah.
Vegas.
the Bunny Ranch.
What?
It's called Pahrump. Pahrump.
I'm going to prostitute your parump out there.
You would love to.
I'm not asking
You make a
to.
lot of money.
I'm asking because we want to be there.
Why would you say that?
Prostitutes.
You make a perfect leather guy. I mean, you make money. You guys are making big money. Go out there and dance in the leather chaps.
Oh, man, he's been fantasizing about
Well,
this.
I'm just
for
saying,
years.
if I had to
it's
think
actually
of a
kind of
perfect,
creepy. You know what? You
Bro,
could
when
take
I
it
see
home.
those,
You could
when
take
you
his
look at
ass
those
home.
images on that leather daddies, who does it look like? Who do you think of? Everybody's unanimous with the tattoos, the muscles.
McLeod.
Clearly, Will.
But imagine Vegas, like the rooftop parties and stuff. It's all going on because I know someone who
The
was
pool,
just
the
there.
pool parties. Yeah,
Yeah, imagine him there. He would have a grand old
We had
time.
a good
Yeah.
time there.
Yeah, sitting next to the fitness Olympia champion's mother while the hot father went to the restroom.
Plus you ate.
Went right up in the one mattress with her. So, hey, baby, what's cooking?
You want to go for 2 weeks?
I want to go forever.
You guys will be fried after 4 nights.
Well,
I-
I mean, I
Right.
would be going there with the intent of like partying and acting crazy, mainly to train, film. Yeah, I wouldn't be drinking out there if we went to parties and
No.
whatnot. I'd be more there to capture the footage and
Drink another glass of piss like I did the first time.
And I can tell you know who. She's
Do
like,
some
oh,
piss
don't.
drinker videos.
She said, if you go out there, don't cheat on me. I should say, I'm with Lenny. I don't like black chicks. You got nothing to worry about.
You don't like black chicks with 10-inch dicks. You should tell her.
Yeah.
They'll be okay.
She should know. She knows, yeah.
Does she know all that? Does she
Yeah.
watch the videos and stuff?
No.
Wait, Lenny, wouldn't that be projection and a Freudian slip? If she's saying don't cheat on me, wouldn't that mean, based on your philosophy, that she's the one who's planning on cheating? Don't cheat on me. It's deflecting.
It wouldn't bother me at this point.
You wouldn't give a fuck?
It would give me an out.
Yeah, you're right.
Be like, oh, man.
I have something to tell you, Rob.
You've pretty much given her every reason to fuck.
When you were in Las Vegas,
How in a relationship can you punch down a door, throw a dresser down, break a glass, something, and then the next day they're coming in the room up crying and apologizing?
I think it's safe to say you have the upper hand in this relationship.
Yeah, well, it was her fault for coming home drunk and starting shit. So alcohol is evil if you can't handle it, especially
Alcohol does something to women.
Yeah,
It literally, there are some women that it will turn them into monsters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very
I told
strange.
her- the first time I saw her drunk was we were dating for maybe 2-3 months, and she had a couple drinks hard alcohol, and I told her alcohol is going to ruin our relationship. If don't ever drink hard alcohol again. And she didn't until we ordered food at the bar next door, and she took a walk to go pick it up, and then she texts me like 7:30. She's like, leaving now, got the food, and then it comes around like 8 o'clock and she's not back. And I was just worried, she's out walking by herself, so I'm blowing up her phone, no answer, and then she comes stumbling in the house like 20 minutes, shit face. I could just see it in her face.
And how long was she out for?
Like an hour.
So in 1 hour, she got bombed.
Yeah, it doesn't. She's small. She's maybe like 115 pounds. So and she had 2 margaritas, which this isn't like a chain place. So like the mom and pop places, they make your shit strong. So she probably had like 5-6 shots.
Hole in the wall bars are the best.
Exactly, and she was already drinking wine all day. So she came home, and I just saw it in her face, and it's like
she's fine with wine, just not hard liquor. You're saying? Okay.
Yeah, the hard liquor, forget about it. So I
Why'd you say whoops? Did you just fucking shart yourself?
like you said, they turn into a monster. So
I've never had any guy friends in my whole life who literally would become another person no matter how drunk they would get. But
Right.
women I've known.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Jay. Oh, yeah.
Well, he's got a lot of estrogen too, but anyways.
With
Sorry.
one exception.
Anyways, so I was pissed because I'm like, my night's ruined. It's like I don't even know this person anymore, so why spend the night? So I said, go in the other fucking room. I'm gonna take my food, shut the door, leave me the fuck alone. We're done. And then banging on the door for like 10 minutes straight. And I said, leave me the fuck alone. I'm warning you. Just leave me alone. I'm gonna snap. And she's like, we have 2 rooms that are closed off because they haven't been remediated yet with the mold. She's like, I'm gonna open up all the moldy rooms. And last time she did that, I wasn't able to be in that house for 2 months. So that's when I started fucking freaking out. So I punched.
So she was trying to push your buttons.
Yeah, this is the way I put it. It's like if you're poking a bear and the bear says, dude, stop poking me. And then you keep doing it. And then that bear fucking slashes you in the face and then you go running. The bear slashed me. That's exactly what she was trying to do, was to like bait me into hitting her, basically. So, I took it out on the door, thankfully. And then the neighbors came over and pulled her out. And then I left because I'm like, great, now I look like a psychopath. And when I came in, she just kept going and kept going and kept going. I threw a plate on the ground and she kept going and going. Get out, get out, get out. And I kept saying, just leave me the fuck alone. I wasn't doing nothing, just sitting there. And then, it was a brutal fucking fight. I spit in her face.
Ooh. Oh, shit.
Twice.
Did you go first?
Yeah.
She got a good loogie.
Yeah, but I mean, it was.
I gotta tell you, man. If a woman pushes you like that, you shouldn't be with her.
Absolutely not. But the thing is, it's such a night and day thing. I mean, it always is like this. With your guy friends,
Always.
No, that's not what I mean. It's like with your guy friends, you only tell them when shit's bad. You don't say, "Oh, we had a great day." So normally it's like she's great. So this is just completely out of character for her. So whatever. I'm not disagreeing with that, but
Because listen, man, if it happens again, because it probably fucking
I
will.
told her
be.
that. I said it's gonna happen again, no matter what you say. If we stay together, it's not like you're never gonna drink alcohol again.
And what are you gonna do? You're gonna just leave?
Exactly.
Just say, okay, you're drunk tonight. I'm going to get a hotel. You're better off doing that. Because if you get into a confrontation,
Right.
she gets stupid and wants to slam her head against the wall, call the cops and say, oh, he slammed my
I
head
have a
against
friend
the
that
wall.
happened to.
And you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
One time, my buddy was in a big altercation with his psychotic Brazilian girlfriend, and he called me up and he said, "Andrew, I need an ear witness." And he held the phone. I said, "Just listen."
Yeah.
And I heard her slapping herself and punching herself in the face while he was. He's like, "Andrew, you're my ear witness. You hear what's going on." I'm like, "I got you."
That's what I started doing. When she walked in, I started recording her.
Correct. Take her
She
film
got
it.
pissed. She tried slapping the phone out of my hand. She said, "Why are you recording? Why? Because I'm not getting fucking blamed."
Oh, yeah, they don't like that.
Yeah, right.
That is a good. That
Just
that
hold it
actually is a
hold it
good-
right at your side and film.
That will either set them off or it'll make them stop.
Right.
When they see that you're filming them,
Yeah.
I want you to remember this shit. None of this.
Yeah. No, it sucks because you know what it
But
is?
why be in a relationship where you gotta fucking deal with that shit? You don't have to.
Exactly, but it's not like it's like
It's not a regular.
It's
thing.
never happened happened, you know, in over almost 2 years. It's never happened. So, but I get it. It's right now, honestly, at my age and, you know, being focused on this and stuff, especially with plans to travel and stuff, I want to kind of just have the freedom and not fucking worry about it.
Yeah, because you go travel with him, your phone's going to be nonstop. What are you doing? Where are you going?
Exactly. And at the same time, it's not fair to her for me to lead her on. It's like, you know, she's already old as it is. It's like, you give her a chance to. But right now, I'm living there without a way really to move out. So I'm kind of stuck. So I'm just rolling with it for now. But I think, you know.
She's always better off with a man being there. Always, no matter what they say.
Right.
For very least protective purposes. You don't want some night stalker coming in at night.
Right. Yeah. It's tough because it's like when you're with somebody that long, you see all different sides, and she's all right, but I don't do good with having any sort of attachments anyway. I don't like the anxiety of you know, oh, are they talking to someone? Are they this? I don't like any of those thoughts in my head, and I'm a psycho too.
You got the jealous thing going on still?
No, not really, but it's still like I think like part of that is natural. Like those thoughts come up. Like now they don't affect me, but it's still annoying to even think. Like I don't know, just having that attachment is.
You get the jealous things now?
I've never been a jealous person. That's actually pissed girls off in the past.
It does.
You
It
don't
pushes
care.
them away.
You don't care about me. You don't care that I'm going to go out with my friends. No, go ahead, have a good time.
Yeah, I
don't give
noticed
a
that as
shit.
well.
They get fucking mad if you just. I've never been like that, and then they turn it on you and say you don't care, and then you get into a fucking argument.
But then if you act jealous, why are you jealous?
Right.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
you know, lose.
I don't
lose.
look in phones. I don't
Yeah.
do anything.
You're controlling.
How dare you accuse me of that?
Yeah, I'm not.
She
that
loved when
guy.
I got into a rage over her.
Yeah, they like
Which
that.
one?
She do, yeah.
The one
Some
that
of them.
from the first one I ever had, where her husband left her, and then I moved in with her for a couple years.
I mean, it shows you care, but it can also make you look kind of like a psychopath.
Yeah,
So,
it makes you look bad.
Yeah, nobody wants to be controlled.
I
like
chased a
they're-
guy who was talking to her, and she was married at the time, down the stairs. He got in his car, had a baseball bat in the back trunk. I said, come on, hit me. When I come in, she was all over me. And she liked the guy. And I think she might have been messing around with her husband with him because we all worked at the same place. But
It's scary. Yeah, whatever. Like I don't even want to like it to be a thought in my head anymore. at
Well,
this
if
point.
you're not a relationship person, don't fucking be in one.
Well, the problem is I've been in one for the past almost 9 years, 3 back-to-back long ones, and I don't have a good track record.
that sounds similar to someone who remained nameless. 3 back-to-back longs.
The last one we had
I'm
a
not too far off, am I?
Long cock in your mouth, 3 long back-to-back cocks.
The last one was real bad. We had a restraining order on each other, and we were still hanging out together.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
Oh, you fucking boy. Woo! If you don't see a future with her, just fucking why waste
Well-
anybody's time?
The tough one with this is it's a balance of, you know, part of me wants to go out and, in the words of Jason Genova, be a wild stallion. And then I also remember those single nights where you're coming home at 4 o'clock, jerking off, and spending a whole wasting money drinking. So
You like to have somebody to come home to. You just don't like the whole relationship.
yeah, I like to have my laundry
You wanna-
done. And
you wanna-
since Dale's not doing it,
You want to be completely free, but still have somebody to come home to.
yeah, and I also don't have it in me to cheat on someone, so I'm going through a lot. Yeah,
Brad, do you have a cooked dinner every night when you get home or after the gym?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's great.
yeah.
Yeah, she's a great cook, and she likes doing it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then-
yeah, her food's great. I know firsthand.
And any girl who would be open to playing along with being the taco queen, making Instagram about it, you know.
Yeah, she's cool. She is. I gotta keep her. Younger me would fuck it up some way.
Why? Why do you say that? Why do you say that, Brad?
You're younger, you get bored easier.
Bored
because
with
you
what?
get older, you
But with
know,
what specifically?
fucking the same person for a
Brad,
long
it's
time.
all about the
Yeah,
F
you're
word
right.
with you.
You're right.
Mr. Missionary. Come on.
Here we go
I wouldn't
again.
get bored of that food.
Like, what do you look in my window and see how I fuck Lenny?
No.
Mr. Missionary. You love
Somebody
making
else
that
does
stupid
that.
shit up.
And then gives me the phone footage.
No, but I think she's the first one I've been with that I'm not tired of fucking. Usually it's about 9 months or so, and I'm tired of fucking them.
Interesting.
Brad, that's the only part of your relationship, huh?
No, it's not. But it's a big part. You got to have that. It's a good connection. That's, you got to have that connection.
Speaking of being younger, the younger me, when I was 20 living in LA, I kicked my ex-girlfriend out because she brought me home salted peanut butter instead of unsalted. That poor girl.
Running a tight ship.
I was, yeah. Even the dog would take her side.
What would happen if your current girlfriend made the same mistake?
Well, I don't care as much about my diet as it did at that point. I was same height and I was 190 pounds.
That's what, 60 pounds less than you are now? What are you, 250?
That's 70 pounds less than I
260.
am now.
260.
I was into like
yeah.
vegetable juicing and all that.
Like
healthy
Adam is
gluten.
now, yeah. Wheatgrass.
Yeah,
She just bought a juicer, actually.
it's great.
It is pretty fucking good.
Yeah, you get a high from it.
Yeah, she's been juicing all refrigerators filled with fruits and vegetables now. But it's crazy. You use so much.
Yeah,
You get
right.
How does Junior like him? He likes them?
Yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good for his brain. Make sure to get that all the range of fats in, too. Fats are very important for the brain.
Oh yeah.
A wide range. And it's saturated as well. Yes, the beef fat, saturated fat, which they used to clog your arteries in the 80s, has turned out to be vital for brain health. And sadly, most people stop eating that, stop eating whole eggs. So you keep eating the meat and eggs when you get old, you're going to be healthy. Just stay away from the sugar.
Yeah, that's the key is the sugar.
Yeah, it's poison.
Yeah.
High fructose corn syrup? Oh, God. Horrible.
Except for Reese's peanut butter cups, right?
I quit eating them. I just get honey for the sugar with the insulin.
That's fucking weird.
But if I were to just want to be healthy, I wouldn't eat any sugar.
Zero.
No, it would be more meat, eggs, green vegetables, like a contest diet. A few carbs here and there, oatmeal, rice, sweet potatoes.
You don't drink orange juice, right?
Sometimes. It depends. If I'm on insulin now, it's fine. But you shouldn't drink fruit. Fruit's made to be eaten and slowly digested. It's like soda. When you're sucking down sugar at a high rate, your pancreas is freaking out. It's trying to secrete insulin.
Yeah,
to
well, with the
take care
juicer
of
thing, you can.
to make your blood sugar normal.
She makes like the mason jars filled with them, but you got to drink them within 2 days, or then it turns into sugar.
Well, put time when you drink them, too. After a workout, I would drink that.
Yeah.
But don't drink those at night.
Thing I got. If I'm training at night, then
Oh, if you're training, yeah, but I wouldn't go sit around in front of the TV drinking a fruit drink. No. Best thing at night is obviously your steak, salad, nuts, big piece of salmon, something like that. Piece of chicken.
yeah, my diet's good. She cooks everything, so no.
But you do have a sweet tooth, Brad.
I do have a sweet tooth. I
Get rid of that.
just don't buy it.
Well, you're burning
I
a
don't
lot
buy
of
it if
calories.
it's not in the house,
You're
right?
depleted. You're burning a lot of
Right.
calories if you get away with it.
Yeah.
No time to
Oh,
take
you
those
should
off
use the
now.
why'd you say-
Why'd you say?
Yeah. The handsome stranger time.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me sit on my head.
Oh, actually, we got a stranger here.
Oh, it's perfect. Yes.
Just get a fucking
What is this from? A mannequin?
Looks like something from the Addams family.
A
crawling out
maniac
of the
said
box.
that it's a prop.
It's from the TV show Dexter, the ice truck killer.
Interesting.
That's what it's supposed to emulate.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Yeah. You driving Lenny home?
Yeah.
Thanks, Brad.
No problem.
Thanks, gentlemen. For
Thanks,
the ride.
Brad.
He's gonna give me some roadhead. He's been wanting to suck my
Nice.
dick forever.
Oh, God. Oh,
It's the wrong color.
I know.
what do you think I am?
How do you know, Rob? You've been peeking.
Terry Garvin, that WWF wrestler, taking young recruits during the road trips to the matches. Can I please give you some roadhead? And he's like,
I
"No,
remember
no."
that name, Terry Garvin.
Yes. Big,
Uh-oh.
yes. Yes.
I got to Google
Basically,
image.
raping rookie wrestlers are
No
actually
shit.
him wanting to go down on them or driving all the guys to the matches.
You think homosexuality is prevalent in wrestling,
Absolutely.
like pro wrestling? Yeah.
That's why that's another thing that I got kicked out of the school for is they were all in a group text sending like stupid like dick jokes and memes and stuff. And I said, what is it with this F word stuff that you'd have to edit out? It's like, what is it with this dick obsession? Everybody's obsessed with dicks here, and they didn't like that either.
That's interesting.
As long as it's attached to a
Doesn't
girl.
surprise me though, because a lot of them
No,
look
they,
like
they would
fruits.
bribe
Yeah.
Pat Patterson. He was like one of the big, I don't know, executives, whatever, like in charge of who's
He's in
going
the
to be
Hall
the
of Fame
champion,
now.
who's going to be this, that, and he would, tell wrestlers, you're going to do this to get a push, or it's just like the music industry is the same way. I hear in the music industry, what they'll do is they'll get you all drugged up at a party, have you do some, I don't know how to say it without podcast booted, but have you do some male on male activity, take pictures of it, and then they bribe you with the pictures. That's why anytime you see, like, it's real prevalent, like if a rapper says something they're not supposed to say, all of a sudden they'll have a scandal with the trans that comes out, that leaks out. Like it happened to, I don't remember his name, but I remember his name, but if
least
I
he
say
has
it in
good
front of him,
taste.
yeah.
Trent, I don't like doing it. I'm not
it's just
compelled to do
blackmail
it.
shit.
The eye began to eliminate the urge from me, but I just say, hey, they're fun. They're fun. Some of them are pretty.
Fun.
Very feminine. Yeah, that's fun.
Fun.
Not going on a goofy golf course and putting a ball around.
I'd much rather do that than.
He also
Bullshit.
told me in a video we were
That's
talking.
you. That's fine. I don't care.
You don't know, Brad.
I don't give
You're
a
just-
shit though.
I didn't say ever.
what the fuck?
I didn't say ever sit on your lap.
Well, then,
give you a
okay.
massage.
I know you'd like playing golf. You'd like being out in that clean air and the nice greens.
Yeah, and sitting there relaxing, sipping
Yeah.
some water.
Yeah.
Not putting a stupid ball in a hole. It's ridiculous.
Because
It's
you
so
would just because
17th
you would
century.
suck at it. That's why.
Suck at it. How could you be good at it? And where does that carry over to a real life skill?
It's just recreational fun, Lenny.
Recreational fun is going to Club Atomic.
That's for you.
and
That's
have a couple
fine.
trannies
Good.
sitting in your
Good.
lap.
That's
And
why you're
amazing you. How could
That's
they
why
be
you're
so
a
damn
freak.
feminine?
That's why you're
more
the
than
freak.
any girl.
That's why you're the freak.
No, that's why, because I think for myself.
That's fine. That's what you like.
Because I thought for myself. You saw other people playing. Oh, well, maybe I'm going to try that. That looks cool. That looks dope. I saw in a movie, whatever. I saw Caddyshack. I want to play golf.
No, I didn't start playing until I was 19. I worked at a golf club in Vegas, and that's when I started playing.
Good grief. Playing golf and going to Hoover Dams. Boy, you don't like take Vegas.
Party, right?
Yeah, jeez.
There's some good golf courses.
You must have been
out
the biggest square in Vegas.
Well, I wasn't sucking black dick, so that's okay. I'll be a square for the rest of my life rather than sucking a black dick.
If it's attached to a pretty girl.
Okay. Justify it all you want. You're a freak.
If it's attached
You're
to a pretty
demented
girl,
motherfucker.
No, they're the freaks.
How
and
can
they're
you
taking
refute
advantage
that?
of my vulnerability.
Oh, okay. That's
temptation.
That's a very good point.
Like I,
What is a tranny anyway? What is a tranny anyway? How do I Google this? Dope.
Was that what those idiots were
and
saying?
he used to always talk about back in the day, he would suck huge female bodybuilder women's clit, and some came. You know, I read that in Greg Valentino's article in the magazine. I probably have it at home in storage, actually. So, come on. I knew. I don't want to challenge him on it.
I like Greg, and I think he agreed with you too, because he kind of smiled when you were just like, "I'm not a pal. You're oversensitive." You know, he wanted. I think he was kind of taking Mr. G's side a little more because he knows him
Yeah.
better. But I think he liked your reaction to that shit.
Everyone needs it.
Yeah, enough of the apology shit. And who the fuck wants to and accept an apology when it's not genuine? You're being forced to apologize. Fuck you.
I mean, I'll
Fuck
be
you.
honest, Brad. I rip on you on videos and such. I have over the years.
I don't
You've done the
care.
same to me.
I don't care.
Never once. Will you apologize?
Right.
That was never brought up.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask for it. It's stupid. If you
It
have
is
to
in
ask
school,
for
when you
it,
fight a guy in the playground, the women teachers come over here and apologize for that.
What if
and
you're not
they wouldn't
sorry?
He'd shake his hand, they'd be like turning away. You know, you see it. Get out of here.
no, nobody wants an apology if it's not genuine.
You'd be surprised how many times I've heard people tell me that, especially in Oakmont. I think you should go over their house and give them an apology.
I don't give a
My
shit what
mother
you
told
think.
me that. This kid got off the bus, I got in a fight with him on the bus, and we got off the bus at his house. I said, "See you later, you fat slob." So my brother goes and tells my mother, "You better go over and apologize right now. Sorry, I called you a fat slob."
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, that really works.
Yeah, you think Mr. G would have appreciated an apology if
Why?
you were forced to?
Well, that's him.
All right.
And if I can give the message on everybody else, there's people doing life sentences because someone said something about their mother, their so-and-so, their daughter, their handicapped daughter. Not mentioning any names.
Not
When some
serving a
people
life
say they want to
sentence.
kill somebody for that, are you fucking out of your mind? Well, this doesn't hurt anybody. I don't care. Not the WAP part.
Yeah, the F word that rhymes with
sorry.
maggot.
Now that's the banned word now? Jeez.
Let's end this now.
All right, you want an outro song?
Yeah, Brad, I'll give you an outro apology. I'm sorry for everything about you. Particularly your golf game.
That really
I'm
hurt
very
my
sorry.
feelings. I was gonna tell Andrew to not welcome you here anymore because of that.
How do you feel?
I feel great now. That seemed very genuine. Wow. Thank you so much. That hurt my feelings.
Mom, I'm sorry I turned out to be a fuck up. I'm working on it. It's your fault you didn't breastfeed me. You ever read those studies? Oh, the non-breast kid formula fed fucks are
Turned
dumber.
out
I'm
big
one
and
of them.
healthy looking, though. I'll say that. And that's the reason a lot of the genitals of young men have been smaller and smaller every year because of formula. I read that as well.
Well, mine are smaller for a different reason. I don't even think they exist anymore.
Oh, really? You've noticed the shrinkage?
I haven't even noticed them. They've gone into hiding.
Oh boy. That's all right. It makes your dick look bigger. Who gives
We
a
don't
fuck?
care.
You're not fucking with your ball sack anyway.
No, and she can still milk the cow if you catch my drift.
Actually, I haven't played golf in probably 3 years. I haven't swung a club.
You haven't milked the club, and
I have no interest anymore. I go through phases.
Exactly. You cookie cut.
Yeah, it's good to try new things once in a while, Lenny.
Yeah, like a tranny.
Except trannies. I always set myself up for your shit.
Guarantee you, certain ones, it's like heroin. Can't stop.
I'm satisfied where I'm at
You
now.
have no idea, Brad.
I don't want to know.
Okay.
I don't want an idea.
That's why I say it's like heroin.
I've heard enough from you to know. You've done heroin?
No, it's similar to heroin. Once you get that extreme, there's something that sticks to your brain. It's working on the same parts of the brain.
Okay.
Got to be careful.
we'll have to do an experiment. See.
We'll take the heroin. Brad will take.
You two drug addicts are going to end up dead or in jail.
And then we'll give Brad heroin for the
great.
tranny.
All right, maniacs.
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
We're all going to end up dead.
That's right.
All of us.
That's the one guarantee in life.
Yes.
Make sure you give Andrew an extra thanks for this one. We gave him a lot of work to do.
And to all those wannabe wise guys.
You guys were good for the first 2 hours and 15 minutes, and then it all went downhill.
All the wannabe wise guys out there. There's a lot of tough guys in the graveyard. Sing us a song. Sing us that Christina song that Rob made up. That was good. Do you remember any lyrics? Do it.
Christina Broccolini, you don't even have to touch my weenie. Christina
Like a keyboard.
Broccolini, I've been in love since I seen you on the TV. Christina, Christina, you're the woman that I dream of. Christina, Christina, you're the woman that I dream of.
You're the woman that I love. And happy birthday. Next Tuesday, March 9th, Milan, Italy. Send her your birthday wishes on behalf of the Maniacs and myself.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you.